Alrighty, greetings and welcome to part 10, I believe, of Danganronpa. Immediate spoilers abound, by the way. We paused directly in front of a corpse, so here that comes. Yes. That's I didn't tell you. I don't believe I clicked anything, so let's dive into it. Oh wait, let's check our Tamagotchi first. That's more important, right? Did it poop itself? It didn't poop itself. Alright, cool, we're good. The game can continue. I'm not freaking out, you're freaking out! When the Monokuma Theater timer... What? Sorry, when the Monokuma timer reaches 0, 2 days from now, what's gonna happen? Huh? What's gonna happen? This rotten school trip's gonna end, right? We can finally go back home! Carefree till the end. Does that mean you don't think that'll happen? Monokuma might be planning to make us do something after the countdown ends. What do you mean, something? He's making us kill each other now, you know? What can be worse than that? I don't know. This is Monokuma we're talking about, you know? There's no way this will end smoothly with a countdown. Anyway, like you said before, if we screw this up, it's the end for us. For now, let's focus on the investigation. We'll think about the countdown after we live through the class trial? Yeah, I know. Don't bring up strange stuff like that. How you feeling, waifu? She looks like she's deep in thoughts while staring at the ceiling. What happened? Is there something strange about the ceiling?
Yeah, about that sprinkler.
That's one of the sprinkler heads that activated to put out the fire.
You can see a girder right next to it, right? There. Can you see that red streak?
No, but I can see a pink one. You're right, I definitely see it. It looks like a small red line on the ceiling girder.
Is that blood?
Blood? The color of everything looks like blood, but there's no way blood could get up there, right? Plus, it's in a straight line.
That's why I've been staring at it. I think it's strange.
Definitely. I should remember this. You will remember this. One of us killed Nagito in such a cruel way. That's too bizarre. I can't do anything except laugh.
If only everyone could go home, nothing would make me happier. No, we should finish the class trial, then we can think about what will happen after.
Are we silent? Monokuma's dead! There's blood coming out of his stomach. Hey. No response, he's dead, Jim. Wow. Hi. Just kidding, I'm not dead. Is this one of those life-size plushies that are being produced at the factory? If you're mistaking a plushie for me, then there's something wrong with you. You're a stuffed animal, too. Don't put oversized garbage in there, it's so misleading. Who you calling oversized garbage? Could this be one of Monokuma's tricks? Then why did he do it? Making a hole like it got stabbed, and going to the trouble of dirtying the hole with blood. Did you try to imitate Nagito's body or something? I had nothing to do with that. He's probably lying. Seriously, you're always lying. You should just die like that plushie over there. Jesus, chill, girl. You seem more pissed off than usual these days, Bonomi, but you better watch what you say. If I feel like it, I can wipe you out easily, you know. Gah. I won't give in to your threats. I will fight you to the very end. I will definitely take back the seat of world supremacy from Monokuma. Looks like those annoyances are gone. It wasn't Monokuma's trick, then who did this? Could the killer have done this? If so, is this Nagito's blood? I have no idea how this connects to the incident. Ah, this is an oil lighter. This is where the curtains would have been hanging. It also looks like the fire did extensive damage here. If the oil lighter was placed here... Oh, an oil lighter. Someone probably wanted to keep warm. Is a most foolish thought. This is clearly the cause of the fire. Oil lighters can continue to burn even after someone lets go of them. So, using that, the curtain was set on fire. Using that oil lighter, huh? That's me. Do you think the killer set up some sort of trip with it? Whoosh. The
killer probably planned to destroy evidence by setting this wardrobe on fire. Wardrobe, what? Yes, exactly. They caused a fire to destroy evidence.
No, that can't be true. We must find the truth. Oil lighter. Fire grenade. Looks like a bunch of plastic bottles. Remnants of plastic are scattered all over the place. This is probably... Kobe. Those fire grenades that we used 5 seconds ago. Last week. Doesn't matter. The fire was only extinguished thanks to the sprinklers. Well, nevertheless, this evidence really isn't all that strange. It mattered for Gundam's killing, and for Mikan's. But it looks like it's different this time. It doesn't matter this time. What doesn't matter? The time. Looks like time doesn't matter. It's clearly written in the Monokuma file. The time of death was noon sharp. If it wasn't noon, what were we doing at that time? What were we doing? Well, right now it's 12:30 p.m. So it has a clock function. But that means Nagito died 30 minutes ago. It happened that recently. He's totally a fresh kill. Fresh seems like a bad way to describe it. If it happened 30 minutes ago, was it around the time we were struggling with bombs? You're right, those fake bombs were originally supposed to explode at noon. Which means whoever doesn't have an alibi for that time is Nagito's killer. But this could be like when Nekomaru died. The killer could have also used some kind of automatic setup. Also, the crime looks very detailed, so they wouldn't need time to prepare. Then whoever doesn't have an alibi before we found the bomb is suspicious. Wait, none of us have an alibi for that time. That's when we all split up to search for the bombs. Yeah, that's the problem. Except one of us has like the least alibi, and it better not be her, I swear to God. Click the body. I never expected Nagito to die like this. He was always spouting nonsense about hope and trying to confuse the hell out of us. But even so, dying like this is just too cruel. Also, he wasn't completely useless. There were times we were only able to reach the truth because of him. But everything good and bad about him is gone. Because he's dead. We'll never be confused by him or saved by him, again. No, now isn't the time to think about unnecessary things like human feelings. I need to focus on the investigation right now. For now, I need to investigate everything about this body that catches my eye. There's a lot going on. The knife is stabbed through Nagito's right hand. Is it in the ground, though? Did the killer do this? How could they do something so cruel? This knife, it must be from the military base. Military base? Now that you mention it, you're right. It looks like a survival knife. By the way, it seems like the wounds on his legs and left arm were caused by the same knife. Which means after the killer was finished stabbing Nagito's legs and left arm, they stabbed the knife through his right hand? And then they finished him off with the spear? How cruel. Then does that mean the killer went to the trouble of using 2 weapons, a knife and a spear? They could have just killed him by stabbing with a knife. Why did they need to use a spear at all? That is definitely strange. Was there a reason they had to use it? I don't know, that's what we're here for. A reason they had to use a spear. Huh? There's a cut on his upper left arm. His legs and right hand have stab wounds, but this wound looks like a slice. That's probably the reason why the wound in his left arm doesn't look that deep compared to his other wounds. Well, regardless, doesn't change the fact that it's a hideous wound and there's blood everywhere. There's something strange. Look at the palm of his left hand. I think that blood is from where his left arm was sliced, but... doesn't the blood spatter look strange? It cuts off right in the middle of his palm. Yeah, it definitely cuts off. Maybe that's as far as the blood could reach when it spattered? Well, that would explain the blood in his palm, but... something else. When you flip it over and look at the back of his hand, there's also some blood, but only above the middle of each joint. What? You're right, why is it only on this one? Nani? See, just as I said, right? Strange, right? I win! Yeah, sure, you win. My heart. But it's definitely strange. What did the killer do to make the blood spatter like that? This looks pretty clicky. Why can't I click that? Oh, A spear with a flashy ornament on it is impaled deeply into his stomach.
There's no way around it. That looks like a fatal wound. What's this? Such a strange-looking spear, is it not?
A cord extends from the tip of the handle and there's an iron weight attached to it.
I see.
Use the cord as a whip to capture the enemy and deliver the final blow with a spear.
Is this your first time looking at this too?
Of course not. This is the speed of Gangmir, right? You definitely just came up with that just now. No.
By the way, I wanted to ask you, where did that spear come from? I feel like I saw it at Nizumi Castle.
The castle?
I was designed to be afraid of mice, so I can't go in there.
Damn you mice, damn you all to hell.
So he doesn't know about the inside of the castle.
More importantly, I need to focus on the investigation. The spear definitely catches my eye, but the weight on the end of the cord coming out of the handle. Looks like that part has blood on it too. But for some reason, this section of the cord doesn't have blood on it. So the size of a human fist, it's strange that this section of the cord doesn't have a blood on it. Also, Chiaki mentioned this earlier, but apparently the spear from the castle might be better if I confirm that later. Both of his legs are tied up. Each rope is tied to the pillars nearby. He wouldn't have been able to move at all. According to the file, the wounds on his legs are all stab wounds. Does that mean the killer didn't just tie up Nagito, but they also stabbed his legs? Why would the killer do something like that? At any rate, it's pretty sadistic. The killer must have been holding a grudge against him. Or they might have been torturing him. Torture? I mean, if they wanted to kill him, they could have just stabbed him once in the chest, right? If you disregard the spear in his chest, the other wounds were inflicted for reasons other than killing. Which means the wounds all over his body were from the killer torturing him? If that's the case, what was the killer trying to make Nagito confess? Was it something that would have led to the traitor? Well, even if it was torture, there's no doubt that the killer must have held a deep grudge towards Nagito. Refusing to let him die so easily, I can totally understand a dark impulse like that. Even if they held a grudge against him, would they really have gone this far? He must have been in great pain. He clearly had this agonizing look in his face when he died. His mouth is covered with duct tape. Was this to keep him from screaming for help? Jeez, what a horrible look at his face. The blood splattered all, but doesn't help either. It's a good thing his mouth is covered with duct tape, otherwise I wouldn't be able to look at him.
Got a minute? Sorry, excuse me.
She moved past Kazuichi and me and squatted down next to Nagito's face. And in one swift movement, she ripped the duct tape off his mouth. Hey, what are you doing?
You'll be fine. I'll put it back right away once I'm done investigating here.
Putting the tape back isn't the issue, you ungrateful swine. Hey! You're gonna get cursed. Chill.
The blood on his face. It looks like it mostly came from the slice of his left arm. If that's the case.
That's no use, she's not listening.
Hey, about the blood spatter on his face. There's no blood under the duct tape.
What's wrong with that? There it is.
The duct tape has crinkles, like it was sticking toward the inside of his mouth, right? Nagito was probably desperately moving his mouth under the duct tape.
Seriously, what's wrong with that? She means his mouth was covered with the duct tape before he got the wounds over his body. So he tried to shout, which caused the duct tape to get sucked into his mouth a bit. But what's wrong with that? Is that something we really need to worry about? I don't really get it, but just put the duct tape back in his mouth already.
Yeah, you're right.
This might be some kind of clue. I should remember it. His right wrist is tied with a rope, but it looks like the tip of the rope burned off. Could this be the result of the fire? But that's weird. The rope was burned off like this. Why are his clothes completely unaffected by the fire when he was so close to the blaze? I guess another area surrounding his body. I can't believe I actually investigated such a grisly-looking body. Even I'm surprised at myself. Does this mean I'm used to it? My classmate's dead body right in front of me, and one of my fears is the killer responsible. And I have to investigate his death so I can find his killer. Am I used to something as abnormal as that? That would mean I'm becoming abnormal too. Now that I guess that's enough investigating the area behind the curtain. The killer's goal wasn't just killing Nagito. There should have been another reason as well. If not, they would have just gone to the trouble of tying with rope and covering his mouth with duct tape. Not just that, there's no reason to inflict any wounds other than a fatal one. So, what was the reason? Looks like I better investigate other areas to figure that out. Alright, I should investigate the other areas inside the wardrobe first. Wardrobe, why do you think wardrobe? Do you want to get fancy? Anything in the side I've got to click on? I don't think so. Okay. Wait. That was weird. There we go. Oh. Hey there, buddy. Hey there, friendo. Oh, you don't count. Tons of books. You sure you look at these? Anything new? It's the MP3 player. Looks like that weird music was playing from here. And no, the music was blaring when the fight started. Yeah? Looks like it's busted for getting drenched by the sprinkles. There's no mistaking it, the music that was playing came from this MP3 player. I don't disagree with that, but why was the killer playing music from that? Okay. Apparently the curtain in the back is tipped over and burned. Did the fire do that? Why are they scattered like this? Last time I came here, I seem to recall they should have been neatly put away.
Maybe we're the ones who made this mess?
Hmm?
Look, the tipped over panel by the entrance is really close to the door, right? So maybe the reason these panels are tipped over is
when she drop-kicked the door open.
Could it be... was that it? And there's something else I've been wondering. These Monokuma panels are tipped over starting from the entrance to the back of the warehouse, right?
Wardrobe.
They seem to be lying on top of each other in a straight line.
Compared to the other tip-over panels, that line is the only one that's neat and orderly.
Isn't this clearly strange?
We can speculate this was done intentionally. Oh, there we go. Boxes! Copies of Monokuma's music. They should have been burned too. Did I talk to her first?
Looks like this side is completely soaked because of the sprinkler. Even if there was an important clue here, we might not be able to notice it.
It's better than the warehouse burning to the ground. Good thing we were able to put the fire out.
But there was a lot of smoke. It's a good thing we didn't go inside when we were storing the grenades. I agree. If we did, we would have been caught by the sprinklers and become all wet and soggy.
Miss Sonia's all wet. She's drenched and soggy. You were thinking that, huh? I wasn't thinking that at all. Why are you responding, Kazuichi? I was asking Hajime. You screwing with me? Oh my, screwing, how lewd. Peace? Please don't look at me with such fearful eyes. I only imagined it for a second. Kazuichi, you should probably just keep your mouth shut. Thanks for that. Even though I did say I was gonna freaking kill him, there's no way I would have actually done it. I was just upset, you know? Well, we'll think about the countdown after we live through this class trial. Now they're useless. Thinking? There's something I need to ask her about. Now that we've pretty much finished investigating Nagito's body, I think it's time to talk to her. Do you have a minute?
Yes, what is it?
I want to talk to you about when that fake bomb Nagito set in the warehouse exploded.
Huh?
Right before it exploded, you said something like this, right? It's alright, it's not a bomb. Why did you know the bombs were fake?
Well...
That's not all either. When we were looking for the bombs, why are you at the military base? I thought you were supposed to be searching the central island. Plus, when I called for you, you didn't come to the factory right away. Where were you and what were you doing during that time?
Oh my? Do you suspect me? It is a misunderstanding. I'm not the killer. Jesus shit, you son of a bitch!
Sonia?
I'm terribly sorry, I was panicking. I should calm down and explain to you why I was at the military base. When I first explored the final island, I discovered a vast amount of bombs there. At first I was worried that someone might use them for nefarious reasons if I announced it to everyone, so I kept silent the whole time. Does that mean when you heard Nagito plant the bombs, you got suspicious and went to investigate them? And as I suspected, the bombs had disappeared. I thoroughly searched for them inside the military base. The bombs were nowhere to be found. And because you were searching for them, you were late when we all gathered? And because of that, I reached a conclusion. The bombs Nagito brought were from the military base, which means they were fake bombs. How did you find out that they were fake? Because I attempted to use one of them. I thought one of the bombs would be strong enough to blast open the door to the ancient ruin. At the time, I still believed the bombs were real, and I thought I could use one to gain entrance. However, that plan was not a failure. The bomb was not real, it was merely a firework display. God damn it all to hell. I see, so that's why you're the only one who knew about the bombs, and why they were fake. I did. As did Minami as well. She was also secretly peeking at the bomb. If those bombs are the same ones disappeared, it would mean Nagito took them. That is why I knew it was a fake. However, I did think it was strange when Nagito blew the hotel lobby. That bomb was real, and I cannot stop thinking about it. But upon further reflection, that might have been Nagito's plan all along. He showed us a real bomb to make us believe that the bombs that he set were real. If so, then his actions were extremely calculated, but the problem is his reason for doing it. With this, I have explained everything. There should be no more reason for you to doubt me. You're right, I got it. Sony's face. Does not happen into your pocket. I'm pretty much done here. I was able to find some clues, but there are still so many things I don't understand yet. You look worried. Yeah, I am. At a time like this, it might be good if you broaden your investigation range. You mean it's good to investigate other places as well? She might be right. There are several things I've been wondering about besides the crime scene. The military base, the plushie factory, the castle, and Nagito's room. I'm going to understand the reason for his actions. I need to know more about them. I'm pretty sure the others have already finished investigating. Hey you guys, isn't it time we leave this place and try exploring other areas too? In response to Chiaki, the others gathered around her. I agree. I was just thinking about proceeding to another area. It seems we have the same idea. But is this safe? There won't be anyone to guard the crime scene. We don't have a choice. There just aren't enough of us. Besides, we've investigated all we can here. I guess you're right. Also, looks like the clues we found aren't enough to piece this incident together. So we need to search for them in other areas, probably. Well, alternatively, if there aren't any clues in other areas either, we'll just have to give up completely.
You don't really need to say that.
Then it's okay if we leave this place?
It's okay.
There's no time for us to stand around. In order to survive, there's no other way except to do it. To investigate! Go!
You're up. Apparently the bombs were stuffed on this truck, and they were actually fireworks. Which reminds me, the truck looks like it came from the military base. Other than that, there's nothing in particular that catches my eye. Nope, damn it. Indoors machine. Oh. Is that girl? That reminds me, when we saw Nagito's video message on this laptop. Grumpy. Flashback. At the time, Nagito should have already been killed, which means the video was recorded in advance. Besides that video, there might be data on this laptop that could be used as a clue. With that thought in mind, I tried messing around with the laptop, but it's no use, it's locked. But if it's locked, then maybe there really is something inside. Maybe I'm overthinking this. I've never seen so many Monokumas in my life. Well, Monokuma isn't exactly someone you would normally run into. However, while staring at all these Monokumas, a thought occurred to me. The bomb that went off the lobby might have been set up here.
If you hide the bomb inside a Monokuma plushie, it would make a frightening weapon. You don't think the group that is forcing us to kill each other would devise something like that? A plushie bomb is an act of terrorism. Let's just rip these apart right away so we can confirm it. Oh, hold on. Throw the bomb inside these, wouldn't it explode if we carelessly mess with them? Either way, it's all gravy. All gravy? What the hell does that even mean? Stop, there's no bomb. You'll know if you pick me up. See? All you have to do is feel the soft weight of cotton. You're right. Then where did Nagito pin the bomb he used? I wonder. If I give you guys a hint, then you should know it wasn't from the military base. To tell the truth, the bombs there are all fake. I know that already. You should have said... sorry. You should have said so earlier. Well, I thought if I kept quiet, it would foreshadow a killing that was going to happen. That's why I'm just now telling you for the first time. Whew, I feel relieved. If the bomb wasn't from the military base or this factory, then he brought it from the Octagon? I mean, yeah. I must say you have a good eye there, Sonia. Putting a bomb inside one of my plushies seems like a splendid idea. Let's try it. Did I say something I should not have? It's not your fault, don't worry about it. I think we're done here. Oh, this is back room. Oh, okay, works. Never mind then. Probably also repeat. Yep. Alright, peace. That was quick. Outside. This way, I think? Alrighty. So just repeat stuff. Trucks, yep. Now, you didn't know the bombs weren't real. It's possible that he thought they were the real thing. Never mind. He said as much in his video message. Were you surprised? Dude, the bombs are fake. He only did what he did to weed out the traitor. Is that really it? Did Nagito only do that to expose the traitor? Maybe there was a different motive behind his actions. Still in place. A huge supply of guns and other firearms were stuffed into the truck bed. Whew, found it. What'd you find? Oh, the truck bed over there has guns in it, but I also found stuff like... survival knife. Similar to the one that was used to pin him to the floor. Oh my god. Which means the killer obtained the knife here. So the killer is someone who visited the military base at least once. That's everybody, though. Not me! This is my first time I've been here. Alright. That sounds fishy. I definitely believe you. Damn it, this dangerous place is the reason all this messed up stuff's happening. Leaving guns out in the open is totally dangerous. Seriously, they gotta take better care of this. Easy to say that, but there's no one on this island who can do that. Are they real guns? If the bombs are fake, this might be fake too. But I'm not brave enough to check for myself. Wait, is there no reason to be here? Check that, I guess? Untitled Chapter? Yeah, I guess so. Alright. I teleport? Why is it still red? She's here. So, girl? I'm annoyed. What happened? I'm annoyed. What are you annoyed about? I want to investigate Naniko's cottage, but I'm annoyed. So annoyed. I don't really understand, but you can't investigate his cottage? Maybe I should try investigating his cottage. Excuse me, love. It's locked. Apparently. You can't go inside thanks to that, so I'm annoyed. Nothing I can do, I'm going to investigate the area, I guess. What are you going to do? I'll look for Monokuma. He might open it for us. Let me know when we can go inside. Got it. Clearly something very important in there. Come back later, when the story says you can. Alright, well, she peaced out. So there should be something here. Post-explosion. Came in this back corner, didn't it? That's the stairs. That's the game. That's the game. Can I investigate the corners? It's weird. Interesting. Yeah. This way? I want to jump so badly. Alrighty. Yeah, it's like all the evidence was in the first room. This will be an interesting case. What's up, nerd? Yeah, one's missing. This sphere is definitely it, right? Just as I thought, it looks exactly like the spear that killed Nagito. The same whip-like cord attached to the handle, and there's a weight at the end of it. Plus, it looks like one of the spears on the wall is missing. There's no mistaking it, the killer took one of these spears and used it as a weapon. The spear of Gungnir, eh? Monokuma would totally come up with a lame name like that. Why did the killer use the spear at all? Yeah, I could just kill him with a knife, and it would have been easier too. There's no way a spear like this, with this unnecessary cord on it, would be easy to use. Definitely looks hard to wield. But still, they chose a spear for a reason. What could that reason be? I feel a little tired. No matter how much I investigate, I don't feel any closer to the truth. That's probably why I feel this way. I'm feeling this strange feeling that I've never felt before. As if Nagito's trying to make us suffer even after he's died. Well, now's the time to think about such stupid things. I haven't even investigated his cottage yet. It's too early to start complaining. If we investigate that place, we might be able to find some kind of clue. Alright, let's go. What's up, boo? Oh my, you want to go inside Nagito's room too? Ah, Hajime. I was just listening to Chiaki's request. She wants me to lock the door of Nagito's cottage because she really needs it for class trial. She's bugged me to do it while she was licking my black eye. What? I didn't do that. Then do it. It's sweet because it's made out of black beans. Hey, we don't have time to mess around. Hurry up and open the damn door. Fine, I guess I have no choice. I just gotta do that, right? Now then. Baba Baluse! Creak! See, I've opened the door. You can freely investigate now. This is my first time seeing that, but why does the door open with a smell like that? Maybe the cottage key is computerized? More importantly, let's go inside. Yeah. Oh, hello. So Nagito was living here. What was he thinking inside this room? What was he feeling as he spent his days here? It's really clean. Wanting to see absolute hope, becoming despair so he could act as a stepping stone for the rest of us. No matter how much I think about it, I just don't understand him at all. I don't even know if he truly believed that. He was especially weird these past few days. What changed him? Maybe the clue to that might be hidden here as well? I wonder what that is.
bookshelf. That's not weird. There's a bunch of random crap as well as books on this shelf. Okay.
It might take a lot of time for us to thoroughly go through stuff like that. Let's just leave it there for later.
I agree. Ugh. Sneaky points. Whoop. Power glove. Oh, I need to open those. Why does he get a fridge? I would say that's it.
Nice, my cottage didn't have a refrigerator. I wonder where he got it from.
Probably supplied it himself.
Why would he go to the trouble of putting a refrigerator in his room? Does he really enjoy cold drinks?
As I talked with Chiaki, I opened the refrigerator out of curiosity. There was a head. Monokuma's special poison for poisoning only. Only a brown bottle, nothing else. For someone who likes cold drinks, it doesn't look like he stocked very much.
But that bottle clearly isn't a drink, right?
Really, it looks like some kind of dietary supplement to me, or protein powder. Okay. And reading's hard. Exclusively made for poisoning someone to death. This is...
Looks like poison.
Poison?
Looks like there's a warning label on the back. Let's examine it for a little more detail. But be careful with the bottle, don't drop it.
Stop it, if you worry like that, I'm gonna get nervous. I grabbed the bottle with my trembling hand and began reading the warning label on the back of the bottle. Poison made specifically for killing someone. It's Monokuma's special poison. This enchanted liquid is highly potent and takes effect immediately. Please handle with care. Though its volatility is low, the liquid is very dangerous when vaporized. In its gaseous state, it is heavier than air, it breaks down in minutes, and is susceptible to high... Hydrolysis? Hydrolysis? Hydrolysis. So it's possible for you to poison someone to death without any complications. Keep this liquid secure by storing it in a cool place in a glass or plastic container away from sunlight.
This sure does look like chemical made solely for poisoning someone to death. This refrigerator must be here to keep the poison secure.
Where did he get something like this?
That question could apply to the bomb he used at the hotel, too.
Apply to the bomb?
Yeah. There should be a reason why Nagito was able to obtain such a dangerous item.
The Octagon. This poison must have brought it with him from there as well.
He was probably hiding them somewhere in his body during the last class trial.
He's setting a bomb and poison during the last trial?
Geez, how dangerous. What would he have done if he accidentally tripped and broke the bottle?
Just thinking about it scares me.
Also, he already blew up the bomb he took with him. What about the poison?
It looks like the bottle is less than half empty. Was it like this from the beginning? Or did he use it?
If so, where did he use it? I wonder, is there still a trap somewhere that hasn't been sprung yet?
Another trap?
For example, maybe he was making some kind of trap using this poison right before he died. If that actually exists, it'd be really bad. It could potentially kill everyone on the island.
What the hell? Nagito, are you still trying to make us suffer? Are you still trying to make us suffer even though you've died? You never tried killing us. Well, that would suck. Treasure box. A fancy-looking box covered in sparkling pink lights is totally standing out. Oh, her treasure.
That treasure box.
Chuck, do you know about this?
It's really cute.
Oh, she was just reacting. This looks like Monomi's stolen treasure box. If this is here, that means... the thief Monomi was talking about was Nagito. But why would he steal this? In order to find out. It might be good to see what's inside. Her heart.
Is it gonna be okay? It looks a little dangerous.
It might be, but this could be some kind of clue, you know? If it wasn't so important, Nagito wouldn't have stolen it from Monomi in the first place. Turned back toward the treasure box and cautiously opened the lid. Inside was a notebook. This is it? Why is a notebook inside this treasure box like it's something important? Usami General Purpose Notebook. I took the notebook out of the treasure box and began leafing through it. It contained sloppy drawings as if they were drawn by children, and entries that looked like chicken scratch. Bad guy, I was able to talk to everyone for the first time today. So cool. Monokuma showed up and did bad things. Byakuya is the leader. A lot of things happened today, so everyone's tired. What is this, a diary?
Looks like it. Did Monomi write these?
Probably these pictures entries totally suit her. I kept flipping through the pages. Day 3, 4, 5. Page after page of poorly written entries continued on in the notebook. I don't really understand, but it looks like there aren't any clues here. And right when I was about to give up, my hand suddenly stopped on an entry titled Day 16. We've been in the funhouse for 3 days. Everyone's hungry and on the edge. Hajime tried to go into the final bedroom today. He's probably panicking because no one believes him. Hajime, did something happen? No, it's nothing. Hey, stop! Don't look at my notebook! Whoa! From out of nowhere, Minomi suddenly appeared and took the notebook from my hand. Whew. I did ask you to look for my treasure box, but I never said you were allowed to peek inside. Jesus, close if it had come any later, he would have seen inside of the notebook. Unfortunately, you were a little too late. But if this notebook is here, then Nagito was a thief? Betrayal! I was betrayed by my beloved student. Hey, that notebook is pretty much your diary, right? Diary? It seems that way? That's right, this is my important diary where all my maiden secrets are written. Hey, you're a liar. What? You always show up out of nowhere. Minomi, it's not good to lie, you know. Lie? There's no way you wrote in that notebook. After all, Minomi can't even write. What are you saying? Jeez, I can write letters easily. I can finally write the letter B. No, you can't, because you have no fingers on your hands. Oh! See? Boza. I know, because I'm the same way, too. Got thumbs. Are you mad? Are you angry and exposed to a weakling like you? So that's what this is about. You're seriously trying to crush me. What you saying? There's no way a big brother would ever crush his little sister. Looks like the time to settle things between us is getting closer every second. I don't know why you're getting so serious, but is what Monokuma said true? You said you didn't write in the notebook, is that true? If so, who wrote in it? Well, you know, it's, how should I put it? Excuse me? Hold on. Damn it, she totally ran away again. The same pattern as usual. Looks like it's a waste of time to get any answers from her. But still, I really wanted to ask her about that notebook. Oh, actually, it might be better that I didn't ask her. Minomi's notebook has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Is that it? Our time for investigating is winding down. The bookshelf might take some time to investigate, so we should try examining some other areas first. Let me bring that up. Let's smell his bed. It's a bed. Yep. Maybe there's something hidden under his bed. It's a usual place for hiding things. Yeah, like porn. No? Well, we should still check just in case. With no expectations and without thinking, I peeked under the bed and there's something here. It's a plastic bag from the supermarket. Looks like there's something inside. What's this? It looks like a gas mask and rubber gloves. These look like the real deal. Did he get these from the military base? A glass mask and rubber gloves. He was hiding these under his bed. What did Nagito use this stuff for? Hajime, was there anything else under the bed? Let's see. I peeked under once again and started looking around the area where I found. There's not really much going on down there. There's a small piece of paper on the floor. A piece of paper made of blue aluminium. What? A round, thin piece of aluminum, huh? It's similar to those seals that go over jars of unopened mayonnaise. I get what you're saying, but does that really mean it's just a piece of trash? It's paper aluminum! Who knows? Might be too soon to decide that. Piece of blue paper. It's not paper! What? Okay. Sure! Let's check the shitter. Just to be sure. Since it's constructed just like my room, the shower's over there. It's like barney clues here. Let's check the window. Basic layout just like my cottage. There's nothing about this window that really catches my eye. Wow. Good way of spending my time. Check the fridge again. Oh, just a fridge. Just a fridge. Wow. Alright, good thing I can fast forward through there. Oh god, let's play the whole thing again? No! Shouldn't have done that. The genres of these books are also random. I can't make any sense of them whatsoever.
They say a shelf is a mirror that reflects a person's heart. Do they now? I definitely don't know much about Nagito just by looking at this. So what should we do? It'd be really difficult to look through all these piles. That doesn't mean we should ignore it, though. I'll leave it to you, then, Hajime. What? It's better if a boy goes through another boy's things. You know, there might be private stuff here. Might be true, but... So, I'll leave this to you. I think I just got persuaded to do this without realizing it. Bye. I sighed and walked toward the shelf. One by one, I started removing various books and items and examining each one. But even as I examined them carefully, they were still a bunch of random books and items. There's no way there's any clues here. Wrong, Baka. But wait! Another file. Indeed, the school badge of Hope's Peak Academy. It's that one book. There we go. He said this only contained information about me, but... Is that really true? If I look at this, it should be obvious, right? And he said I was from the reserve department and had no talent whatsoever. That might be another one of his lies, too. I opened the file, held my hand to confirm that. Instantly, I realized something was strange. If this really had information only about me, then why is it so thick? As soon as I opened it, it was clear to me, just as I thought, Nagito had lied to me. Aside from my information, there was also information about the others, Kazuichi, Yuhiko, Akane, and Sonia. And everyone who died had pages of information about the two. The file contained information on all 16 of us. Only my information, my ass. Can't believe it makes such a strange lie. So that means the rest of it might be a lie too? I turned the page containing my information and began reading through the content. The profile contained basic information such as my date of birth, height, weight, and so forth. But there was one thing that specifically caught my eye. The words Reserve Course Student. There was no denying it, and confirmed that I was truly a Reserve Course student from the Reserve Department. Why is this the only thing that isn't a lie? Why am I the only one here who's from the Reserve Department? Why? He's the ultimate reserve. Did something happen? Well, I just found a strange file. Ah! Isn't that the special prize Nagito received when he cleared the final dead room? As if I recall, your student profile should be in there. It's not just my profile. It's the profiles of everyone on the island. He was lying. When you said everyone, do you mean everyone? Yeah, it's just basic information, but there should be profiles of all 16 of us. Can I take a look at the file? Chucky leaned against me and peered into the file. You're right, my profile really is in here. But unfortunately, there doesn't seem to be any details. Details about our missing memories. Information about the time we spent at Hope's Peak Academy. If it's not written in here, these profiles might have been written before we entered the academy. Then it's impossible to obtain new clues from them. Incorrect. Seems like it. Hold on. What happened? I just noticed right now, but... The file. His name isn't in there, right? There's supposed to be 16 names with the profiles, but his name is the only one missing, right? What are you talking about? Byakuya. I'm talking about Byakuya Togami. Look carefully. No matter where I look, I don't see his name anywhere. Slide rock Oni, baby. So what if the name isn't written in that file? Perhaps based on what you think Based on that, you think he might be the traitor? No, it's not just because his name isn't written in here. That's not the only reason I think he's suspicious. He participated in the killing school life at Hope's Peak Academy, right? For someone like him to be in a similar situation on this island, no matter what, it's definitely suspicious. And he chunky now. Well, it pains me to say this, but what you're saying about the missing name and about the killing school life, it's totally wrong. There's a completely different reason. Different reason? How should I put this? You guys have been getting all worked up about that Byakuya for no reason. Which means the great mystery that you think surrounds that Byakuya doesn't exist. You're basing it on one person's cheap speculation. What do you mean? You don't have to ask me that. You know the answer just by looking through those profiles, right? Huh? My eyes turned back to the file. One by one, I started flipping through the pages and confirming the names. And suddenly I came across a page that was filled with question marks. Every section was filled with question marks. It could barely be considered a student profile. It's not, actually. Ultimate imposter! Ah! On that page, I was only able to confirm one thing. That's Byakuya's true identity. He was a fake that was pretending to be the ultimate affluent progeny, Byakuya Togami. A fake! The fact that his profile is filled with question marks isn't a mistake or an oversight. Surprisingly enough, that's the correct information regarding him. The ultimate imposter has no name, no permanent address, and even his age and gender are unknown. Even his age and gender! Okay! Basically, he doesn't exist. Because he doesn't exist, he's able to exist as anybody. That's his talent, though I'm not jealous of that at all. That person wasn't really Byakuya? Is that why he was much fatter compared to when he was involved in the killing school life? His physique doesn't affect his ability to fool others at all. Real imposters are skilled like that. Then he was lying to us the whole time? But he couldn't help it. Why couldn't he help it? Because that was his talent. Huh? Well, having talent means you're also bound to that talent. The moment you obtain a talent, your way of life has already been chosen for you. You can't do anything else except rely on that talent, regardless of whether you want that talent or not. In that sense, compared to the other ultimates, your life might be a bit more liberating. What the hell? Ahem, anyway. I'm not happy you guys fell for a scam that I had nothing to do with. So I'll tell you straight up, this revelation about Byakuya is exactly the truth. Then what he was trying to say to me at the time? I can't talk to others about my past. I suspect that my skeptical nature is partly to blame. Distrusting others. Based on that context, if I have to guess, maybe he was just complaining that he was cursed to wander the earth as nothing more than a fraud. But if you guys had your school memories, you never would have been betrayed in the first place. I mean, it'd be different if you were meeting him for the first time. But since you guys went to Open Peak Academy, you should have known about the Ultimate Imposter already. So in the end, it all leads back to memory loss. Geez, the Future Foundation sure is awful. There's no way you should ignore Monomi or the traitor. Who is it? Who's the traitor? Just from looking at the 16 profiles, I still wouldn't know who's from the Future Foundation. Is there really someone like that? Well, obviously, you wouldn't know. I made that file so you guys couldn't find out. So it's just as I thought. You're the one who did it. The fact that there are 16 profiles in there is what's wrong. I mean, the traitor is a spy sent from the Future Foundation, not a student from Hope Peak Academy. You made a fake profile for the traitor and included it in here? It would be fun if you figured out who the traitor was easily, right? Then we can't use this file to figure out who the traitor is. That was true for Nagito too, right? Well, probably. It's dripping with despair, isn't it? You wasted your precious time on something that isn't even a clue. So a wise decision. Time's up, you know. Time's up. Wait! Excuse me for a moment. Ding dong! That chimed just now. What is most important for living things? Well, personally, I think time is. I mean, your bank account may go up and down, but time will inevitably run out, right? That's why we've got to cherish time. There's nothing more wasteful than wasting time. So, time's up. We'll begin the last class trial, so please gather at Monokuma Rock. See you soon. The last class trial? He said that, right? He said last class trial? Yeah, I heard it too. He really did say it. What do you think? Should we believe him? Monokuma seemed anxious about the Monokuma timer earlier, right? 2 more days? And he said something about the killing school trip ending, right? Based on the time limit, this might definitely be the last one. But I can't imagine that it's the real end. Huh? I think Monokuma's real plan might be just beyond that. His real plan. Is Monokuma still planning to make us do something? What could it be? Maybe after putting us through all this, he's planning to kill the remaining survivors all at once. But still, it's also not a good idea to think about it too much, I think. I think we should focus on the class trial that's waiting for us first. You're right. The class trial for Nagito's murder. We're pretty screwed. I haven't collected my thoughts because we were so focused on that file. I still can't see who killed Nagito. Well, you don't have to worry so much. Huh? I mean, we're not fighting this alone, you know? You're right, you're absolutely right. We're not alone. Even with a mystery that can't be solved alone, we have our friends! If we do that, things will turn out just fine. Looks like everyone's here. Is this it? Shouldn't there be more people? Stop it, you're making me depressed. You're making me depressed! Dato. So is this going to happen again? The cruel conflict where we must doubt our friends? But once we're through this, we can go back, right? That Monokuma bastard said so, didn't he? He said this is the last class trial.
We've been tricked every step of the way. There's no way I can believe him that easily. Can't you believe it? The guy's making us do this. Making us all do this is the one saying it, you know? That's why I'll definitely survive. I highly doubt you will, but okay. We can really go home after we deal with this class trial. I'll definitely find out who the kill is, no matter what, even if I have to pull out all the stops. Why are you here? Are you so angry? You haven't realized it yet? That feeling of wanting to leave this island, thinking like that, is Monokuma's trap, you know? What are you saying? There's no way Monokuma will end things here. He's planning something far worse. Stop trying to jinx us! Damn right, stupid rabbit. Should you shut up? Suplex her. Destroy her. Everyone, you mustn't run away from despair. Huh? I finally realized that they're losing my powers. I realized that cursing your powerlessness or your fate accomplishes nothing. The possibility may be small, but as long as it's a possibility, you must face it. In order to become someone who can be proud of themselves. So I will fight. What? I don't really know, but she seems different from before. Maybe she read a self-help book. But her eyes, she looks so determined. What can you tell just by looking at those button eyes? Anyway, make sure you turn off Minimaru. It'd be really annoying if we start talking through the trial. Fine. Somehow I understand what Monomi is saying, I think. Let's get going to the last class trial. You're right, we need to figure out as much as we can. No matter what hopeless truth awaits us in the end. Raw! Better. I really wanted to launch off into space. This is the end. I kept saying those words to myself over and over within my mind. I entered Monokuma Rock. This is very empty. We make a cute little pyramid, though. This elevator ride. This will be the last time for this, too, right? I hope so. Let's worry about other things after we're finished. More importantly, we must focus on the class trial before us. The killer managed to kill someone like Nagito. There's no way this is going to go smoothly. I mean, I still can't believe one of us was able to do that. Nagito was problematic in many ways, but he was also a valuable asset during the trials. You're right. In fact, during the Funhouse ordeal, we were completely dependent on him. But even if he's gone, the ones who survive need to stand and fight. We must fight. And then the door slowly opened. The bright light greeting us. Is that the light of hope or despair? Oh. Well then, now that the chatterbox Nagito is gone, there are only 6 of you left. Enough, just start this already. Hey, this is it, right? This is really the last class trial, right? Yes, sure it is. So you gotta show some enthusiasm and make sure you give it your all. Did I just tell you? He said it. This is the end. Now then, let's get this party started. This is the last class trial. Let's show some enthusiasm and kill each other. This is the 5th class trial. According to Monokuma, it's also the last class trial. That curtain is about to rise. Nagito, the ultimate lucky student. When I first met him, I thought he was a nice guy. He came across as very sociable. But his true nature held such a demented thought process that there was nothing like his outward appearance. Boy was a nut. He said he believed in hope more than anything else. He said he was yearning for a powerful hope that can overcome any despair. He said he would even help despair just to prove that hope will never lose to despair. And he said he'd become a stepping stone for hope. His way of thinking was completely screwed up, but there were also times he saved us too. And now he's a pincushion. That was the end of him. And I have no idea who did it at all, but it was one of the remaining students. There's no way we can end this without knowing. My poor Teru. That's why we absolutely have to find out the person who finished off Nagito. The killer who murdered. He got murgerated! In order to return from this despair alive, we need to reach the truth. And if Monokuma says this is really the last trial, that's all the more reason we need to do this. And so, this life-threatening trial, billowing with hope and despair, the last one, has begun. Save your game. Can I get more skills? I can. I got 7 points. Alright. Is there a big beefy one I can get? Ambidextrousness. What's it do? Allows you to lock onto 2 statements at once. It's this kind of skill. Vocabulary. Increases bullet capacity. Delusion. Cool and composed. Slightly increases the time limit for each phase. One of these worked everywhere, right? This one. Sure. Yeah. Skill get. Thank you. So we didn't have many truth balls, did we? I have a decent amount. Oh, there's a lot. Okay, I guess we gathered more than I thought. We'll leave the one skill point because shits and giggles. I am ready. Now then, let's begin with a simple explanation of the class trial that we've already done like 5 times. You played the first game like 10 times. Moving on! Oh, she's interjecting. You've ascended the ladder of adulthood and reached the moon because you're a rabbit? Shit, stop! One more time! Jeez, how about this one? This will be my final blow! Ora, did not work. It's useless, Mura. Please stop, I feel bad for Minomi. You're right, now's not the time for me to horse around with Minomi. The class trial has started after all. The victim this time is Nagito, who is attempting to reveal the traitor for everyone's sake. Who in the world killed him? I'm so curious. If he was killed for trying to reveal the traitor, that traitor is obviously the killer. You're trying to shut Nagito up. That might not be it. Trying to protect the traitor? They didn't call out when they were in danger, when we were in danger. Wait, don't tell me you're the traitor! Don't say something so stupid, there's no way in hell I'm the traitor. Now that's more like it. Why don't you guys hurry and start arguing already? The traitor and the killer who murdered Nagito is here, right? I love how her picture is like lower than everyone else's because she's a midge. Are they the same person? Or... the killer didn't tape Nagito's mouth to shut him up. I'm telling you, they were torturing him. Is it left click to break those? Nope, it's right click. The reason Nagito's body was covered with wounds is because the killer tortured Nagito. Oh, so that's why he was so beat up. What were they trying to find out by torturing him? Definitely the bomb's hiding place. If so, the suspect is whoever found the bomb first. That was Fuyuhiko. Oi! I found it by coincidence. There's no way I'd torture someone. Why did the killer have to torture Nagito? No. Were the wounds on his body really caused by torture in the first place? I don't think we have proof one way or the other for that one. Oop.
Whoever found the bomb first. Oh, they're working with the Mitch here. What was... Wait, whose account? What? Interesting. He knew all along that the bombs were fake, however, he apparently never revealed that fact to anyone. Interesting. This is probably one of those suck and fire options. Any place? No. Who found the bomb first? No. Here you go. By coincidence? Can I agree with that? First runes? Shit. Survival knife, oil lighter. No? Okay, so I can't agree with that with any of the actual stuff I have on me. Whoever found the bomb first. Okay, it's left way. No? Okay. The survival knife just said what was in his hand, where it was found, right? From the later basically. Butcher's Naruto. Anything with that statement, by coincidence. Using those to back that statement up? Not really, none of these at least. So I want to agree with him. Torture Naruto doesn't work with that either. Hiding place doesn't really work with. So whoever's at the bomb. Not coincidence. What are we questioning here? If he was tortured at all? Yeah, okay, but say he was, obviously. There's no way to refute that. Is there any extra information on those? Yeah. So what's the other two? Prior to the blood. Oops. That was the first one, damn it. There we go. Objection! Goodbye, music. His mouth was covered with duct tape, so he wouldn't have been able to confess anything. If he was being tortured for information, they wouldn't have taped his mouth like that. Uh-oh. The boy! Oh, one of these, damn it. I just realized it's a trap. Trap? Stupid Hajime, you got caught in that trap. Stupid. I really don't like you. Rebuttal showdown. Swords!
think? Knife, maybe? No. Pay attention how this went down. First, the killer tortured Nagito and got information about the bomb's location. After they killed him, and then duct taped his mouth shut. Shit, wrong button, goddammit. Koto! Remember the first thing I just said? That again! What did you say? Who cares for the duct tape? Might as well settle this with rock, paper, scissors. We don't need to play a game. It's clear the duct tape was on his mouth before the torture even began. Why do you have to side with Hajime? You have a crush on him or something? Yes. Are you in elementary school or something? You were with us when I peeled off the duct tape, right? The blood on his face was not underneath the duct tape, remember? The blood came from his arm wounds, which means the duct tape was on his face before his arms were even wounded. And the duct tape had a lot of crinkles around his mouth. He must have been struggling to open his mouth under the duct tape. Perhaps the duct tape was used so he wouldn't be able to scream. Then it's like I said at the beginning, the tape wasn't there for torture, it's for keeping his mouth shut. However, if they wanted to see his mouth, they did not need to hurt him with such ferocity. They probably had a deep grudge against him. He was kind of a shit. Did you say the killer was trying to make him suffer? So it's friggin' crazy. Did they go psycho or something? No, they didn't have to go crazy. Whoever did this must be one crafty bastard. If not, they wouldn't have taken the time to set fire to the crime scene and destroy all the evidence. Huh? The warehouse fire was for destroying evidence? Can't think of any other reason. But you could have done that. When the fire occurred, everyone in this room was gathered in front of the warehouse. Yeah, and right after I opened the door to the warehouse, the flames started burning from the very back. Una. Which means it is plausible to think that no one here set the fire. The killer isn't one of us, but that's... Then who could it be? But that's not the case, huh? I mean, it's wishful thinking. Even if it was only a coincidence, the timing was just too perfect. Based on the pattern up until now, we should suspect that some kind of setup is used for this. Some kind of setup like what? I don't know, but that has been the pattern before. That's a Miss Sonia, you have such an amazingly high intellect. Alrighty then, let's think about this based on what Miss Sonia thinks. Is that okay, Miss Sonia? Stop saying my name! The reason for the fire, huh? They're right, we need to clear up that first. The direct cause of the fire was... the oil lighter found at the crime scene, right? The killer used some kind of setup and lit the curtains on fire with the lighter. Some kind of setup. Did they use the oil as an improvised fuse? They probably just threw the lighter. Based on the shape of the oil lighter, clatter, 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 it can stand upright while the flame is lit. If they tipped over the lighter in some way, it could have ignited the curtain. Some way. Maybe they used invisible thread? There should have been a way to tip over... What? With sound waves. Perhaps opening the door caused... intense wind pressure to tip over the lighter. Definitely intense wind pressure. They definitely threw the lighter. Nope, that's sound waves. Consent! I also agree that opening the door is what started the fire. Just as I thought, it was the wind pressure. A dust devil blown here from glorious Japan. Not wind pressure. They probably used the Monokuma panels. A huge number of tipped-over Monokuma panels were found at the crime scene, right? It looked like they were scattered everywhere, but some were lying on top of each other in a single line. Just a single line leading from the warehouse door to the fire's origin. Does that mean anything? The killer probably arranged those Monokuma panels to create a domino effect. A domino effect? You mean those tiles kids play with by lining them up and tipping them over? In place of those tiles, the killer used the Monokuma panels. Whoosh! So when we opened the warehouse door, the first panel toppled onto the second, etc., until fire. Wouldn't it be obvious those big panels were falling over? Not if there was music playing. That's probably why they turned off the lights in the warehouse so we would notice them. So the reason the warehouse was dark was to hide the domino effect. And one more thing, there was something else the killer did to hide the domino effect, right? A lot, honestly. There was music playing. Whoosh! You're talking about the MP3 player, right? That him blaring through the warehouse masked the sound of falling panels. The inside of the warehouse felt even darker because our eyes were still used to the bright sunlight outside. Within that darkness, a loud hymnal blared throughout the warehouse at full volume. Do you guys hear something? Yeah, it's really loud and annoying. Oh my god. As if on cue, it suddenly started. The fire! That's it. The strange sound was actually the sound of the panels falling. But those sounds weren't the only strange thing, huh? Looking back on it, it was also strange when we opened the door to the warehouse. It's fine, I'll open it slowly. Seriously, be fine. Dropkick the door! So the door was being blocked by a Monokuma panel. And when we opened the door, the domino effect started, and the falling panels eventually reached the lighter. Yeah, and that's how the warehouse caught on fire. At least that's how it looks. You don't look so sure. At the time, Akane mentioned that she could barely open the door. The panel's blocking it, right? Nah, girl, you thick. That should have been easy. Is that a problem? It's a major problem. I mean, the door was only that door was the only entrance to the warehouse. If that door was the only entrance, I see. So the problem Chiaki's talking about is if the panel was so close to the door that it could barely be open, the killer inside the warehouse wouldn't be able to leave, correct? Now that you mention it, does that mean they were hiding inside? Who? We were all outside the warehouse, you know? Based on the patterns up until now, I believe some kind of setup was used. You don't think so hard. There's actually only one person who could have possibly done this. Huh? You don't mean... If that's true, this murder. Hajime, what do you mean? The person who set the domino effect at the warehouse. There's only one person who could have done that. Domino Bill! I mean, aren't we not suspecting her? Ooh, I just want to slap him, oh my god. Was it you? That's not it. Okay, I'm gonna say. It was me! I'm Domino Bill! Okay, so don't jump on her immediately, please. Thank you, game. What if it was Nagito? Why don't you bring him up? He was the victim, you know? He wasn't just the victim, maybe. Huh? Not just the victim. What does that mean? He was the victim, and he was the perpetrator, too, maybe? Are you saying this was a suicide? Don't be stupid. His body was covered in torture rooms. Or did you... Rooms? Yep, but you already forget. Lord in heaven. Are you saying those were all self-inflicted? But Nagito might do something like that, don't you think? That's not the issue, he was tied up, remember? Even for a creep like Nagito, it would be impossible for him to tie up his own arms and legs. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, as long as you understand. It seems we need to discuss how Nagito was able to tie himself up. Need to discuss? That's not necessary at all. No matter how much you look and think about it, it's clearly impossible. Like he said, it seems impossible to think about it, but I feel like I'm overlooking something. Either the plushie or the rope? To actually tie up your own arms and legs, holy shit. Obviously impossible. Tying just the legs is one thing, but tying up both arms would be impossible. You couldn't do much with a free arm. It'd be impossible. What the shit? You were by yourself. What if you used your teeth? Or if you used your front tail? Take off. Wait, what? Dirty joke! Is that a dirty joke? Can I agree with front tail? Can I say the burn rope is his front tail? How about if you used your teeth? Or that front butt? Damn it. I don't know about that, Coach. Coach Nekomaru's looked pretty strong. You talking about his dick? I never saw Nagito's, but I'm pretty sure his wasn't that big anyway. I've made a mistake. I need to think this over one more time. Alright, what exactly does the burn rope say? Can we jump to the conclusion that it was burned prior? How did he... Whatever. The rope was tied to his right arm, however, Nagito's right sleeve still looked clean. Got it. Sneaky, sneaky. Hold on a second. Isn't that premise flawed? What? I mean, it's no mistake that his arms and legs were... Whoosh! No, it should have been both his arms. You bega. The rope in his right arm was completely burnt up. Based on that, you can't say he was tied up. That was just burned by the fire. It burned because of the fire, like you said. It might look like that. I have an auto. No, I have an auto. How do you turn that off? But that part was the trap. There's a coincidence. Oh shit, how do you turn off auto? Hold up. Stop, stop. Jeez, auto's on. 9. Space key. Turn that shit off. There we go. It was part of the trap. There's concrete evidence that proves it. The proof that the burnt rope on Nagito's right arm is a trap was his right sleeve. Objection. Take a close look at his right sleeve. Even though the rope was burnt, his sleeve wasn't burnt at all, wouldn't you agree? Burn like this, no matter how you think about it, is unnatural. Better it was burned in advance, it would look like it was burned in the fire. Then Nagito's right arm wasn't tied up, right? He was able to move it freely, right? That should be the case. Hajime, that's awesome! I'll let you cop a feel if you want. Akane, you should not give it away for free. Make sure they pay you first. That's definitely wrong. Fine. I just gotta get a Benjamin from him before they touch me, right? That's not what I meant. I'm talking about Nagito. I mean, even if his right hand wasn't tied up, the knife was still stabbed into it, you know? It's impossible to stab a knife in your own right hand with your right hand? Much is obvious. Hajime, you tricked me. Give me back that Benjamin. Even is she? Not only did she try to charge me, now she wants her money back. Nani? The shit? Hold on, there should be a way. But hurry up and spill it. If it's not delaying, I'll make you pay me back the Benjamin with 10,000% interest. Way to stab yourself on the right hand using only your right hand. It's okay, there's definitely an answer for this. Yep. Blood on the girder. Is there any information on that? Spirit of God near. A faint red line was in the ceiling. Good. Even if Nagito's right hand was free, how could he stab his right hand with his right hand? If he threw the knife to the air and let the knife fall, would it be then done that way? I don't know about that. Is he a throw knife expert? Maybe he propped the knife up somehow and slammed his right hand down onto it? I mean, up? Propped it onto what? If he just propped the knife, he could have used his bound left hand. If you... Holy shit. If you're tied up, your arms won't bend that easily. We don't know if his left hand could even reach his right hand. Give me back that Benjamin! If Nagito could only use his right hand to stab himself in the palm, then how did he do it? Objection. Whee! Oh. I just want to agree with you guys. Why can't we be friends? Hey, what am I? Okay. So not the girder? Let's see. Torture wounds, I don't think. Do they have any extra information on them? Let's see. Both of his legs were tied with rope, and each rope was tied to nearby pillars, prevented him from moving. His thigh, no, that's all about them thighs. Survival knife. Does it go into the ground though? It's safe to assume that the wounds on it. Okay, yeah. What's this say? Plushie that was found on the floor near the fire's origin point. It has a huge bloody hole in the stomach, as if it was stabbed. That's a spear hole, not a knife hole. Maybe he used it as like leverage. I don't know. Let's say. It fell from like way up high. This maybe? Okay. Consent! Sure? It's definitely a spear hole, not a knife hole though. The life-size plushie, he must have used that to prop the knife. Makes sense. That's why there was a big hole in it. No. Definitely not, but okay. He inserted the knife handle? No, definitely not. Handles aren't that big. He inserted the knife handle into the hole to prop it up and then slammed his hand onto it. If that's it, he had to place the plushie near him, and it also explains the mysterious blood plushie. So the blood in the plushie came from Nagito after he stabbed the knife into his own right hand. The hole is big enough for his whole arm to fit into. I don't think a knife would fit there. I see, so that's the trick. But for the moment, I say that Monokuma died or something. A bleeding plushie is super scary. It's got the same fear factor as a dog whose hair grows too long. After stabbing his hand, he no longer needed the plushie, so he cast it off toward the fire's origin point. He probably thought the fire would incinerate and destroy the evidence. So what do you think now, Fuyuhiko? I get what you're saying about the wound in his right hand, but there's still one huge problem. The spear. Basically, you're saying Nagito committed suicide by impaling himself with a spear, right? If you think about it, if you think about the order, getting killed by the spear should have been the last thing to happen to Nagito. If that's the truth, how is this possible? He can't grab a spear with his right hand if the knife is stabbed into it and there's extra shit going on here. Then he probably took the spear first, and as he endured the pain, he stabbed the knife into his right hand? There's a limit to his constitution. If you got penetrated by something so big and thick, you would die instantly. I'm sorry, I didn't catch all that. Like I said, if you got penetrated by something so big and thick, you would die instantly. Alright, say it one more time, I need to record it for reasons. Hey bastard, you better cut it out. Like she said, in that condition it's very difficult to stab yourself with a spear. It'd be hard to use a spear with a knife stabbed into your right hand while your left hand is tied up. So you're saying it's impossible? No. But no matter what I think, I can't believe Nagito's death was caused by someone else. I also agree with that. To think that one of us could kill someone with such cruelty, I would never believe it. You say you can't believe it, you just don't want to believe it, right? But that's why you keep getting betrayed over and over again, right? Same goes for this time too. You shut your mouth. It's against the rules to interfere with everyone. If you even think about doing anything, I have a plan of my own. I'll kick your ass, boy. Monomi's sassing me. But it's just as Monokuma said, we've been betrayed over and over again so far, so this might be the same. Calling this a suicide takes too much for granted. It's too convenient. Are you saying there's a killer among us, Kazuichi? Of course, that doesn't include Mistoni and me. As Kazuichi said, it's true that we've been constantly betrayed. But even if I'm betrayed again, I still want to believe in everyone. No matter how many times I get betrayed, I still want to believe in everyone. You just said that. I also want to believe that there's no killer, but suicide is unimaginable. You really think so? But you said it too, it'd be impossible for him to stab himself with a spear in this condition. I did say difficult, but I never said impossible. Huh? I feel like there's some way he could have stabbed himself with a spear. What kind of way? I don't know. Don't know? It's impossible to figure out by myself. Let's think about this together! That's how we made it this far until now. God, she's so perfect, she's definitely evil. Everyone working together.
She's right. You've made it this far through several ordeals to now by doing just that. Then even now, let's do this. What? Come on, this nonsense? Sure, blood in left hand. Was the clue there? Blood was spattered on his patter. Oh, yeah, there we go. He was holding it. Easy game! How did Nagito stab himself with the spear? Let's work together and think this through! That was very touching. You're adorable. When the spear stabbed Nagito. Whoa, what? His right hand was covered by the knife instead? He was only able to move his left hand. But his left hand was also tied up. And that rules out his left hand. No, it doesn't. If that's the case, the only way is... with his teeth. Maybe use his front tail. Girl, chill. Whoa. Oh, I know guys have front tails that get hard when they're grabbed. What are you saying? Are we working together? A blushing Miss Sonia freaking out is awesome. Anyway, his arms and legs are tied up. There's no doubt he used some part of his body. He wrapped it around his front tail. Hold on! This is it. Introduce me to the possibility that he used his left hand. Why? His left hand was tied up, you know? Was it? But there was something off about his left hand. The bloodstain, you fool. He only had blood in the lower part of his palm. What? Yes, exactly. Beyond that point, the bloodstain suddenly cuts off, right? When the blood spattered, that's as far as it reached, right? That settles the description of the bloodstain. But it's not the only unnatural bloodstain. Look, there's blood in the back of his hand around the middle joints of his fingers. Like you said, it looks like an unnatural bloodstain, but what's wrong with that? We might need to think about this and use our imaginations a bit. If there's blood in his palm, the back of his hand, what was his left hand doing as the blood spattered? What was his left hand doing? Squeezing. When the blood spattered, he was probably gripping with his left hand. That's why there's such a strange looking bloodstain on his palm and the back of his hand. Is he grabbing his front tail? Perish the thought, he was obviously grabbing the spear. Senpai, now that you mention it, compared to the rest of his body, the wounds in his left arm are pretty mild. He probably made his wounds mild on purpose so he could keep his strength while he was gripping the spear. If he held the spear with his tied up left hand, it'd be impossible to stab himself. Incorrect, friend! That is the problem, but there's a hoo-ha. What do you think, Chiaki? I don't know, talk to me. Don't tell me you're getting sleepy. At times like this, you should always strike from a good angle. Just like fixing an old TV. I got it, maybe. Really? Yeah, like I thought. It's no mistake that Nagito was gripping the spear, I think. However, what's important is what section of the spear he was gripping. What section was he holding onto? Cord. That's it. Instead of the handle, Nagito must have been gripping that cord. There was a metal weight at the tip of the cord, but there were bloodstains in that part too. Plus, the joint between the weight and the cord had a bloodstain shaped like it was cut off by something. Isn't the size of that cut off section about the same size as the human fist? You're right. So this is the part that Nagito was gripping, huh? And then the blood that was supposed to end up here ended up getting on Nagito's left hand. Why is it so important to know which part of the spear he was gripping? Not gonna say he gripped the tip of the cord, swung the spear around, stabbed himself, right? That is where the clue to solve this mystery resides, right, Chiaki? I'm sorry, of course this mystery will not be solved that easily. Nagito was gripping the cord extending from the butt of the spear with his left hand. But from there, how would he stab himself? It seems we're stuck. Shall we have tea time? At a time like this, how about we stick to the plan to think one step at a time instead of expecting the answers all at once? That's a long plan there. One step at a time? What does that mean? Let's focus on the spear first, namely where it was and how it was positioned just before it impaled Nagito. How it was positioned? So if just before that... I don't know. That's it, could it be? The state of the spear, the fact that Nagito was holding the tip of the cord. Attachment. If I put those together and think about it, is it surf time? I should be able to figure it out. Where the spear was and what state it was in before it stabbed Nagito, or is it brain time? Logic dive! 3, 2, 1, go! Starto! Da, 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 da. Whoop. Oh shit! Don't do that, idiots! Oh man! Oh god!
Doing 2 back-to-back would be pretty funny. Whoop.
Question 1! Where was the spear just before it impaled his hand? Above Nagito.
Better nerds!
Whoop. Oh shit, moving targets. I can't handle that! Oh, you little shit. Bounce the small areas. What? Yeah, girl. Question, Dose. Besides the spear, what else was above Nagito? Sprinklers? I mean, technically, yeah. You're not wrong! Whoop. Victory. Oh, 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 oh! Oh, heal. Ah! So wiggly. No, no. Sisu. Alright, little bastards. Alright, little sons of bitches. Meh. Question 3. What item connects both the spear and the— oh my god. The rope. The cord— wait, what? The spear's cord, you fool. The rope on Nagito's rope? His front tail. Obviously. Oh! Good job, you're the best. Ain't no one better than you, girl. The spear impaled Nagito as he was lying face up. It must have been perpendicular to him just before that. What's a perpendicular mean? If Nagito did that all by himself, did he have some sort of ESP? That'd be awesome, but he probably used the ceiling girder directly above him. Nagito probably slung the cord over the ceiling girder and using that to support. He hoisted the spear directly above him. And if Nagito let go of the cord, the spear would have fallen and impaled him while he was laying face up. I noticed a slight red streak at the ceiling girder, probably got smeared there during the setup. The blood in the cord probably rubbed off the ceiling girder as the spear was falling. So how about it? Using this method, Nagito could have impaled himself with the spear. Are you serious? He really committed suicide like that? He probably chose the spear so that he can commit suicide like that. If someone else did this, there's no reason they go to all this trouble just to kill someone with the spear. I agree. When I was investigating this case, I kept thinking over and over how strange it was. Why did the killer use a knife and the spear so differently? So he was saying he needed to use the spear to pull off this trick? Then this is for real? He really committed suicide? Every single wound in his body, that was all him? Not just that, he did all this while gripping the spear? Whoa. The spear should not have stabbed Nagito until the very end, which means he wounded himself while he was gripping the spear, right? Did he put the duct tape in his mouth too? Probably covered his own mouth so we wouldn't hear him screaming in pain. Did he need to go that far? That's beyond crazy. Why would he do that to himself? He was probably trying to get us to make a mistake? By committing suicide to look like a murder, he was trying to steer us toward the wrong answer. His goal was to get us all executed. No, it wasn't. And that's why he stabbed himself over and over again? Did he want to die that bad? That's messed up. That's seriously messed up. That's our Nagito. Yeah. Jeez, I'm starting to feel a little sympathetic towards him. How stupid of me. I completely underestimated his capacity for malice. A mind-boggling malice that threatens us even after he's died. That's the form his malice took. I'd forgotten all about it until now. If he was here now, he'd probably be staring at me. However, there's one thing I still don't understand. He said he would reveal the traitor, right? Whatever became of that? Probably planning to kill the traitor along with the rest of us. So why did he not just do that in the first place? If he had no qualms with killing everyone, he did not have to cause a bomb scare to reveal the traitor. But the bomb scare is part of the strategy behind this trick. It made us split up and search for bombs so none of us would have an alibi. Create a scenario where any of us could have killed him. Tried to make us doubt each other, and tried to hide the truth behind his suicide. Did he cause a bomb scare for that reason alone? He's a bastard who killed himself, but delusions are grandeur. It's not that unthinkable. You're right, I suppose. Yeah, it appears we've come to this conclusion. The bastard Nagito committed suicide. It was all done by him, so we'd be executed. No, but okay. That should be okay, right? What? You're not satisfied yet? No, I agree that Nagito killed himself, but I feel like there's something more that doesn't make sense. It's probably just my imagination. Why? I mean, I sort of understand what she's talking about. I don't think it's a mistake to assume that Nagito committed suicide, but why do I feel so uneasy about it? Is it because we don't know who the traitor is, or... So what are you gonna do? Is it okay to proceed with the voting time? What do you think, Akane? Well, there's no doubt that Nagito's death is suicide. Oh well, I guess my gut is wrong sometimes. You're right. It's not as though we can draw any other conclusion. Then it's okay to end here. That means we're done with the last class trial and we can just leave the island? It's okay to reach such a happy ending, right? Then it's okay. It's okay to say you've decided on the killer. Understood! Then voting to... No, hold on a second. Hold on, why? Sorry, just a little more. I want you guys to wait just a little more. I can't help but feel like there's something we overlooked. Like who the traitor is. But the issue here is who killed Nagito, right? Even if the identity of the traitor, the conclusion won't change. That's true, but... The mystery isn't just about who the traitor is. Huh? No matter how you look at it, Nagito's death is a suicide, but... I'm a little worried, no? I'm worried about starting the voting time while there's still a mystery. What do you mean it's not about who the traitor is? What kind of mystery's left? There's just one thing that doesn't make any sense, and it relates to Nagito's death. Plus, it's something even Nagito couldn't influence. He couldn't tamper with this evidence for it. Something related to his death, and it's something that even he could not have messed with. You gonna keep going? Anyway, I thought we were finally finished. Something related to Nagito's death, a piece of evidence he could not mess with. There's a lot of random shit here. It's definitely the paper made of aluminum. What's it say exactly? Footage. Doing sharp. There's so much extra shit we're just sitting on. Like, what's the point of this? Yeah, she's wearing something else that he influenced. Sorry, a piece of evidence that he could not have messed with. Not this, right? He's had that. The notebook? Oh, yeah, he saw it beforehand. Something time-related. Was this account? The bombs are fake. Didn't want to tell anybody. Okay. Okay. Oh god. When did this start playing? Probably when we got there. Yeah, I was already playing when we got there. Lighter, blood, plushie, spear, duct tape, blood, start of a knife, rope. It's about the file. Was there something suspicious in the Monokuma file? Let me swipe through it real quick. The victim is Nagito Komeda. Body was discovered inside the warehouse. Estimate time of death is believed to be noon sharp. Not only is there a spear inside his stomach, the stab wounds, furthermore, lacerations. The suspicious part of the file that she's talking about is... What is this? What's hidden in the Monokuma file? Is this the word game? Hangman's Gambit! Holy shit. What is the exact question? What's suspicious about the file? Oh boy. Let's make a big fat S.
No! Aw. Deliciously large. Stop. Cease. Yamate. No! No! I can't make any more big numbers. Oh well. Oh. Wow, this is just like raining hell on me, isn't it? Sisu. This is almost kind of fun. Wait, stop, cease. Oh my lord. Oh my god. E. Holy shit, this is just going nuts right now. Lord. E. God damn it. E. I joined E. There it is. I lost. Ah. Okay. Less just stacking numbers. That got really bad after a while. Never give up. Never surrender. Come on. Eggman's Gambit. Holy shitballs. Ah, I didn't click it fast enough. God damn it. No, shit. Thank you. Complete. In this particular case, Monokuma file, there's no specific cause of death. Not only is there a spear stabbed in his stomach, there are multiple stab wounds on each of his thighs. Furthermore, there's lacerations, we just read that. But let's read again for fun. Isn't that weird? Until now, the files always specified the cause of death. But the cause of death was obvious, is it not? Is it though? The spear in Nagito's stomach? It is obvious just by looking at it that it was the cause of death. Maybe it's not included if it's not important enough to write about? Well, Monokuma? I plead the fifth. There he goes again. I'm so appalled that I have nothing to say. But even during Gundam's case and before, during Mikan's case, the thing he purposely omitted from the Monokuma file was always the most important part of the mystery. Oh, snap. I assume that applies this time too. Hold on a second, but are you saying there's more to Nagito's death? Are you suggesting again that his death wasn't a suicide? You guys are the ones that said it was a suicide in the first place. No, I don't think it's a mistake to call it a suicide, but it's not just a suicide. It's an advanced suicide. Come to think of it. Did Nagito really commit suicide just to get us all killed? No! You sticking up for him? It's not what I meant. I mean, in a bad sense. Bad sense? I just remember that his malice always defied our expectations, and that concerns me. For example, would that malice just end here? Huh? Did Nagito's malice drive him to risk his life for a truth we'd reach this easily? I mean, this is Nagito we're talking about, you know? How interesting. You sure do believe in him, huh? Because you believe in his malice, you continue to suspect his malice. I see. I guess that's what passes for friendship these days. What friendship? How dare you? What should we do, you guys? Should we proceed with the vote? I think we should keep going until everyone's satisfied, even if it's just to be safe. You're right, we only get one chance to vote after all. Just be safe, huh? I guess I have no choice. If that's the case, I'll do my best to go along with it. This is friggin' annoying. If you guys say you're doing this, there's no way I can back out now. Hey Monokuma, you heard us. The voting's gonna have to wait. We've come this far. Let's work as a team together! That's what I believe. Aww,
You're so cute and wonderful. That's right. If all your hopes are united, no despair can shake you. Now that I think about it, Nagito said the same thing. Nagito is Monami. Monami is Nagito. What? Absolute hope that can overcome any despair. That's what he was yearning for, burning for. Then the situation we're in might be the thing that Nagito wanted all along. No, never mind. I'm probably overthinking. Glass suspended. Man, my heart was racing like crazy when I thought the voting time was going to start. But, well, if you think about it rationally, there's no way it's going to happen. We haven't done this bit yet. Most of the players probably figured that out by now. You're the only one who didn't. Isn't that right, Monomi? How much longer are you planning to sulk? Let's get along like we always do. Alright, you passed. Friendship is measured by how long you can stand in the silence being all alone with someone else. So, Monomi and I are the bestest of best friends. Don't say such stupid things. I hate you so much right now. Enough! Why do I have to be hated that much? Besides the fact that you snap at me like that, I don't trust you at all, not even a teensy tiny 1mm bit. How sad. Distrusting your friend is much more shameful than being betrayed by that friend, you know. You're not even friends in the first place. Then as your older brother, let me say this. You're not even my brother. It's sad to live life without friendship. That's even sadder when you're watching a high school rom-com full of gas. Well, there may be some demands for that. I fell for it. I totally took the man-bait! I love man-bait. I'm Monomi. By now, there's nothing more for me to say. Anyway, my chest is full of pride right now. Everyone is united against despair. They're totally awesome. That's why I'm gonna fight too. I'll fight the only way I can. I'm gonna show that guy my fearsome retaliation. That's basically it. Thank you for listening. So if we're working together, where do we start? The concept missing from the Monokuma file? Why don't we try removing all our preconceived notions before we discuss this? In the beginning, our discussion advanced by assuming Nagito's death was caused by the spear. It's better to confirm if there are any other possibilities. That's what I think. Other possibilities, huh? If something other than the spear killed Nagito, all I can think of is a knife that stabbed his hand, but that was definitely a gruesome wound, but it wouldn't be the fatal wound, don't you think? If the cuts in his legs and his left arm aren't the fatal wounds. You finished already? I feel like it's possible we overlooked something. Overlooked, huh? Then let's bring up whatever we can think of, one after the other. That might clear things up a bit. Exactly, we should cooperate at a time like this. A fatal wound that wasn't the spear. We don't even know if it actually exists, but if it does, we need to find out what it is no matter what. What? Let us consider a different fatal wound. It's not the knife in his right leg, huh? Right hand, huh? It's not the other wounds, right? With all those wounds, maybe he simply bled to death. There's no way he burned to death. What the shit? Was the cause of death something that cannot be seen? Can't be seen? It's something like that. Maybe he choked himself with a sleeper hold? Or liquefied his guts with a body blow? Just thinking about that's already... Yeah, what? Hope I got you, girl. That's it. I totally forgot about that possibility. What possibility? Poison! Nani? It is possible that poison is not something we can see, but why did you bring it up all of a sudden? I remember. When I went to investigate Nagito's cottage, I discovered something really strange. Inside the refrigerator, I found a bottle of Monokuma's special poison. Yes, exactly. Additionally, there's a poison made specifically for killing. I see. Now that you mention it, there's no way a toxin like that doesn't relate to the case at all. If poison was the cause of death, it would not leave such an obvious wound on Nagito's body. However, it's common for blood blotches to appear on a body that's been poisoned. Yo, Otto, don't do that. I see. You sure seem to know about medicine. What does that mean? Want to fight? But even if the the blood blotches appear, blood blotches. If the body was already covered in blood, there's no reason we'd notice them easily, right? Did he wound his body just to camouflage them? That's also a possibility. But still, both of Nagito's hands were full. How did he drink poison? His left hand was tied up gripping the spear, and his right hand had a knife stuck in it. If there's a slow-acting poison, it's possible he consumed it in advance? No, the warning label explicitly states it has an instant effect. Then it's impossible. Both his hands were just full before he died. And this is when the hard tail appears. You're totally overvaluing the tail. His mouth was covered with duct tape, you know. If he wanted to drink poison, then how to get past his lips? If there's no way he could have drank the poison, it might be impossible. Just kidding. It's not like we're out of possibilities yet. Are there any left? Hell no, no matter how you slice it, it was totally killed by the spear. Since we've already ruled out so many possibilities, it might be easier to think about what really killed him. Operation Elimination Method. The hint should be written on the poison's warning label, maybe. The way the poison entered Nagito's body, the answer is written on the poison label. I should think carefully and try to remember. Surfing on in. 3, 2, 1, go! Leap. Leap. I hope this closes and kills my character. Aww. That would have been pretty good bait. Be good. Wow. Aw. Can't close on myself apparently. Question 1. What state was the poison in when it affected that boy? Correct! Oh, oops, slow down. Shoot! Oh, come on, I landed on that. Damn it, that would look cool. Oh, wow. What? Slow down a bit too much there. Took the turn too tight. Okay, you can definitely land on that. Nope. F that one up. No, we're good! We're good! Oh, shit! Nope, failed that one. Glab dumb it. Okay. Going a bit too ham. Whee! 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 Shit. I'm losing HP. Ooh, can I jump on that one? Wait. Oh, snap! That's a secret. Oh no, the secret way. Hold up. Go this way. Huh! Hell yeah. Whee! Whee! Cheating. Cheating. Actually, it'd be funny if it just fell off. Aw! That would be hilarious. Oh well. How did the poison enter his body? Through his nose. Through his mouth. Correct. Like you could ever be wrong. A little pukey? That's it? Okay. Strangely straightforward. What if instead of drinking the poison, we assumed he inhaled it? Inhaled? It's written on the poison's warning label. Dangerous when vaporized. In other words, breathing the gas is fatal. Poison gas, all he had to do was breathe it in through his nose. He breathed that poisonous gas inside the warehouse? But if poisonous gas had spread through the warehouse, why didn't it kill us? The reason we didn't breathe in the poison gas, I should be able to explain that mystery too. The sprinklers. That merch. Oh. Should probably go read the label, shouldn't I? Crap, I made a mistake! Everyone saw that!
the water sprinkle it out? I can't read. Reading's too hard. Thanks to those, we didn't inhale that poison gas. Explain. The poison gas disappeared because of the sprinklers? It wasn't the fire? Well, this was also written on the warning label. In a gaseous state, it is heavier than air, it breaks down in minutes, and is susceptible to hydrolysis. Of course. The chemical bonds that form the poison were broken down by the water from the sprinklers. Also, the poison is apparently denser than air, so it probably didn't affect us because we were standing. But Nagito was lying down, so he must have breathed in a whole bunch of it, huh? If it meets the requirements that well, maybe it's not just a possibility anymore. Yeah, the true cause of Nagito's death was poisoning. The wounds in his body, the spear in his stomach, it was all to keep us from learning the truth. So what? Huh? You figure that Nagito died from poison, but so what? In the end, it doesn't change the fact that he committed suicide, right? But enough already. Nagito inhaled the poison he prepared and died. Yeah, that still sounds like suicide. Well, with this, we have a clearer picture. We've also determined the true cause of death. Alright, all mysteries should be solved now. We should get on with voting then, right? Well, but... what? Still more? I mean, not all the mysteries have been solved yet. In the end, Nagito's motive is still unclear. Did he commit suicide just so he could kill every last one of us? Was that really his motive? Is that really okay? What happened? There's no reason to wonder about that stuff anymore, you know? Nagito's motive. It's malice. Is it really okay? Can we really finish this here? It can't be it. I haven't used the aluminum yet. There might have been an accomplice. Huh? Chalky, what did you just say? If Nagito committed suicide by inhaling poison that he bought, then why wasn't there anything that looked like poison at the crime scene? Anything that looked like poison? If Nagito bought poison to the warehouse, it's strange that he couldn't find it there. If he really brought poison to the warehouse, then the thing that would have been left behind is the meat on the bone. Definitely. You mean the container? Yeah. If he brought it, it's strange we couldn't find the container anywhere, right? You couldn't carry on poison without putting it in a container? Yeah, it was written on the warning label. Keep it secure by storing in a cool place in glass or plastic, away from sunlight. The container probably melted in the fire. It's probably plastic or glass, right? There's no way it would completely incinerate. Even the plastic fragments from the fire grenades we used, but the fire didn't completely burn up, you know? Does that mean someone got rid of the container? That's what you mean by an accomplice? That's impossible. I mean, an accomplice is just too... like, does that really matter that much? I mean, even if he had an accomplice, it doesn't change the fact that he still committed suicide. You're right, someone must have accidentally took it away from the crime scene. You're right, you're totally right. That's totally it. Right? Isn't it... Isn't it okay to close the case yet? I'm not in the mood for this unexpected twist. I don't want to hurt anyone. I don't want to hurt... I don't want to get hurt. What? I don't want to get hurt anymore by hurting someone else. Everyone's tired of doubting everyone else. I also feel that way. That's why I want to just rule this as Nagito's suicide. If I do that, no one here has to get hurt. But the truth, it's no good, huh? I feel like Nagito is seeing through us. By calling this Nagito's suicide, we're trying to take the easy way out so we don't hurt anyone else. But if Nagito was here right now, he'd probably be sneering at us. He'd probably say something like, "So that's the extent of your hopes? So Nagito's ghost is whispering to you, The power of friendship bursts beyond death, huh? A fiery outcome like this is right out of a teen manga. Still, that's pretty messed up. Shut up, you just be quiet. I keep what you're saying, but in the end, the reason he died was still the same as before, right? Even if we solve this mystery, the conclusion won't change. I mean, it'd be a suicide regardless, right? Even if it was really an accomplice, if there was any reason we should take the time to figure out who it is? Like Fuyuhiko said earlier, it is possible that someone accidentally removed the poison from the crime scene. But I just can't imagine ending this by turning our backs on the truth. It's fine, okay? There's some things we're better off not knowing. We probably just didn't notice it, like maybe the container was hiding with the fire grenades? What? This feeling just now. Even though it was brief, it was like a strong flash of light running through the back of my head. And then the music kicks up. What Akane said now, action would have been the first intelligent thing she's ever said. Ever. Not about front tails. From there, I might be able to reach the answer. The way Nagito brought the poison, which means the thing he used as a container was... front tail. No, they're too close, damn it. Too thick, though. Nope, little shit. What? Thank you. Oh, my schnuts. Can I get an E, though? Thank you. Shit. Good touch tips. Nope. Damn it. That's fine. We got a big D. It's okay. I'm running backwards, damn it. No, I need you. Okay. E. E. Thank you. There you go. I got it. Huh? The fire grenades. Knocked you with the poison inside one of the fire grenades and transported you to the warehouse.
What?
Yes, the container with the poison in it wasn't secretly taken by someone. Instead, it was in a container that didn't need to be taken away in the first place. Oh my god. As long as you put the poison in the same container he brought to the warehouse. It can be hidden with the other fire grenades we use, so there's no need to dispose of the container later. He totally knew we were going to throw those fire grenades. Yeah, which means that he exchanged the contents of a fire grenade. That has to be it. When I first discovered those fire grenades, I tried to study them a little bit, but the canister was completely sealed shut by a layer of aluminum underneath the lid. You had to peel up the seal and swap the insides, right? That's true, but there was no sign that he was even in the break room. Hold on, did you say aluminium? Hajime, could it be? If so, there's no mistake. Nagito definitely swapped the contents of one of those fire grenades. Seriously, that's impossible. Miss Sonia just said that right now. Sonia's words are proof that the poison was swapped with the contents of the fire grenade. Huh? Sonia's words contain a clue. I mean, we got this boy right here. Take a look. It's in a book. Huh? That's just a piece of trash. Don't say that about him. No, that's not just a piece of trash. The seal I saw on the fire grenade matched this. It is the same aluminum. You found the aluminum seal in Nagito's bed? There's more. That's not the only thing we found in his room. We also found a gas mask and gloves under his bed, too. Did he use those when he put the poison inside the fire grenade? The dangerous poison, after all, he took extreme caution when swapping them. So what's the issue? Nagito put the poison in the grenade canister, brought it with him, breathed it in, died, right? So in the end, he still committed suicide. Enough already. You're right. The canister wasn't thrown away, then it just means there wasn't an accomplice after all. Told you, the conclusion's still the same. He committed suicide, end of story. I admit there wasn't an accomplice, that was just my misunderstanding. It's alright. In actuality, the truth is even more horrifying! What did you say? What do you plan to say now? What the hell, do you still want to keep going? It's just not settled. There is no denying that Nagito's death was suicide. No, it's not! Shocky! I'm sorry, but I just realized it. Realized what? We know Nagito used a grenade canister to store the poison. But when it was deployed in the warehouse, when did Nagito breathe in the poison? When I thought along those lines, that's when I realized it. The horrifying truth? It probably happened at the same time. The moment the fire grenades were brought, and the moment he breathed in the poison, were the same? Could that be the same moment when... No, that's not it. The moment the fire... Wait, what? Are you saying it was when we all threw the fire grenades?
I think so. When we all threw the grenades to put out the fire in the warehouse, poison was deployed, and it converted to poison gas, and killed Nagito. If that's true, then the person who brought the poison and spread it was one of us.
What?
One of us threw the poison grenade that killed Nagito? Hold on a sec, the Nagito was... You mean he didn't kill himself?
What the heck?
But you said so yourself. You said Nagito committed suicide. Then who killed Nagito? You mean who's the actual killer, right? Do you know? Who prepared the poison fire grenade that killed Nagito? Huh? The person who prepared the poison fire grenade was...
Onome.
Wrong. Oh, there's no like funny answer? Damn it. It was Nagito, obviously. We just discussed this a few minutes ago. Then who set the warehouse fire that caused one of us to throw the poison grenade? The person who set the fire... That was also Nagito. I was going to ask the same damn question. The next question we made last. Considering all the facts up until now, why did Nagito set the warehouse on fire? The reason to set the warehouse on fire... Don't tell me. He set the warehouse on fire just so we'd have to throw the fire grenades? He set the fire just so we put it out? Why did he do that? It was a trap. Trap? Preparing the poison, creating a reason for us to throw the poison, it was all set up by Nagito. It was all a trap to make one of us throw a poison grenade. Seriously, I'm asking you who threw it. I don't know. The person who threw it probably didn't know either. What? Could it be... Was that his trap? This wasn't an intentional murder. This was a murder that Nagito forced someone to do. And for that reason, I'm out. Oh shit. That sucks. Setting up a murder no one can solve. That was Nagito's true goal. Hua! Nani? Oh shit. Nagito did not commit murder. Instead, he manipulated someone else into killing him? To do that, he set a trap to force someone to kill him. Poison grenade and the fire were traps. That's why the curtain was the fire's origin. Again! All the fire grenades we threw at the curtain shattered once they fell to the floor. Because of that, Nagito, who was laying face up on the floor, was able to breathe in that dense poison. And then... Oh, hold on, if that's true, you can't say the poison was the cause of death. It might be the poison's fault to let go of the spear, but the actual cause of death could be either one. Even so, the poison is what caused him to let go of the spear. That's right. Nagito's killer is the one who made him feed the poison. Are you serious? That was his trap all along. Even the wounds all over his body, it was all to mess with the evidence of what actually happened. What a tangled wee web. This true goal, creating a murder that no one can solve. He wanted to prove to us that there are mysteries that can't be solved with educated guesses. He probably expected that his fake suicide would be found out. After all, a mystery that can be solved is destined to be solved in the end. However, he also prepared a mystery that couldn't be solved. As you solve mysteries and bolster your hope, a huge mystery comes along and slaps you in the face. For those of you who believe that there are no unsolved mysteries, that is where you finally taste despair. Meaning he used all of the prior class trial verdicts to prepare this trick. Not all mysteries can be solved. Such a devious trick he played on you, as expected of Nagito. That's totally messed up. It's my fault because I told you about the fire grenades. I'm so sorry, please vote for me as the killer. That's not the issue here. It's not Miss Sonia's fault, this is all Nagito's doing. What should we do? How can we even figure out who the killer is? It's impossible. Impossible? We wanted to create a scenario where we couldn't make a decision. That's why we're at an impasse. However, Monokuma also does not know who the killer is, right? That's right, there's no way he'd be able to figure it out with just his surveillance cameras. If Monokuma doesn't know, his trial doesn't count. Isn't that right? You know, I actually don't need stuff like cheap-ass surveillance cameras or whatever. I know perfectly well what's happening on this island at all times. I know you used the bathroom 3 times yesterday, Sonia, and one of those visits seemed to take a while. Please stop, I will never become queen! How can you? I'm so I mean, how can you have such an awful power? So, of course, the trial should count. Do your very best to guess who the killer is. Guess, he says. How are we supposed to do that? Is giving up all we can do? No, it's too weird to give up. Is there any way to figure out what the killer is? No. Even that's just a hunch, I believe it's possible. There's one way, I think. Really? It's alright if we look at Nagito's crime one more time from the beginning. I want to make sure my hunch is correct. Hajime, please. She is carrying this team so hard. That's right, it doesn't mean the trial's over yet. Even though I don't know who killed Nagito, it could be clear what kind of trap he set. Then I have to do it. Even if it leads to despair. I got it. Let's do this then. Manga time! Oh. What was inside Nagito's refrigerator? Right before switching the poison. What's placed inside the break room? It's a lot of fire grenades. What's beyond Monokuma's panel? Yeah, this way. How did he support the spear? In order to hurt himself. Nagito propped the knife up on something. The reason we went to the warehouse. Is there one of us checking? There is. Wait, why two red-eyed fools? 3? Poison though. Stock fork out though to these. Right before switching the poison, he took off this hoo-ha. My favorite manga. So much action in order to hurt himself. He put on a gas mask. What? Nice talk. Monokuma. GG. Act 1. The person who actually arranged this incident was the victim, Nagito Komeda. He kept a specific item inside his cottage that he needed for this plan. Monokuma's special poison, which he brought with him from the Octagon. Shut. Using the gloves and gas mask that he got from the military base. And died immediately, shit. Nagito swapped the contents of the fire grenade he took from the plushie factory break room with that poison. When he did that, a specific item was left as evidence, the blue aluminum seal on the grenade. Why'd he put it on his bed, though? With that, Nagito finished making the poisoned fire grenade, took it with him to the factory, and put it back with the rest of them in the break room. Act Dos. The next morning, he appeared before us and declared that he had hid a bomb somewhere. While we were looking for the bomb, that's when Nagito headed over to the goods warehouse. In order to set up a fire, Nagito arranged the Monokuma panels in a line going from the door to the curtain and placed an oil lighter in front of it. From there, he set his insane plan in motion. Bump that shit. First, he hung the spear that he took from the castle ceiling by its cord. Then he tied his arms and legs at the back of the warehouse with the rope. However, he burnt off the rope in his right arm beforehand. In doing so, he made sure that only his right hand was free, while his remaining arms and legs were tied up. Hey. So proud of himself. As he gripped the tip of the rope, hanging over the ceiling girder with his left hand, he lay down face up just beneath the dangling spear. But this was just the beginning of his plan, and then he did something no one could have predicted. First, he covered his mouth with duct tape, and after making sure he was unable to scream, went ham on them legs, though. He stabbed himself with the knife multiple times in his left arm and both of his thighs. Finally... Ow. He propped the knife on the plushie and slammed his right hand onto the blade. He didn't just want us to think it was tied up, he also wanted us to think that he'd been tortured. Through all this, Nagito never let go of the spear. His plan still wasn't over. In fact, it was just about to begin. He just sat there like that, waiting? Jesus. Meanwhile, we finally arrived at the plushie factory and found Nagito's message. After seeing his massage, we instantly made our way to the warehouse. Quick. But that was part of his plan. We opened the door of the warehouse, which inadvertently started his domino effect. Oh no. The panels fell one after another until they reached the lighter, tipped it over, and ignited the curtain. Shocked by the sudden fire, we rushed to the factory's break room to obtain some fire-extinguishing grenades. We then aimed for the fire's origin point, which was the curtain, and unloaded the entire supply. It never occurred to us that one of those grenades was the poisoned grenade that Nagito had prepared. We're all the killer. Poison sank to the floor, instantly vaporizing due to the intense heat, and spread everywhere. The poison gas quickly drifted to the curtain at the back of the warehouse where Nagito was. Also, Monokuma's poison had a unique quality in which it becomes heavier than air when vaporized. That poison gas was had completely surrounded the area where he lay face down on the floor. There, Nagito inhaled the poison, and if it didn't instantly kill him, he certainly lost consciousness, which splorked his chest, caused him to let go of the rope in his left hand, and the falling spear plunged into his stomach. This is all the information related to Nagito's plan. His true intention was to set one of us up as the killer. At this time, we still don't know who the killer is because the killer wasn't aware they had killed someone. Try as we might, we cannot reach the truth. That was Nagito's trap. In conclusion, the fact that we can't determine the killer's identity Wait. Good end. This should be the truth behind his trap. How about it, Chiaki? Will that help you figure out who the killer is? Nope! Chiaki? Just as I thought, it's impossible, isn't it? You say we just have to vote for someone? What Hajime said is probably true. That's part of the reason why I thought it was a little strange. Did Nagito really not care who the killer was? He said this to us earlier. It's going to be fine. Pretty sure everyone will just work out in the end. After all, there's no way hope can lose. Absolute hope that can break through any despair can never lose in a place like this. And not only that, I believe in all of you. I believe in the time we spent together. That feeling of belief is at the heart of this trick. He believed he'd noticed the fire grenades, we tried extinguishing the flames, and he believed he'd fall into this trap. By believing in this, Nagito was able to put his life-threatening plan into effect. What do you mean believe? What's wrong with that? There's one more thing, remember? Something that Nagito believed in from the bottom of his heart. I want you to try and remember what that was. He believed in his talent as the ultimate lucky student. After all the time we spent together, I believe in you guys. And more than anything, I believe in my ultimate luck. So it's definitely going to be alright. I guess the last thing he could believe in was his own talent. It's not so strange, really. Most of us here have been relying on the same thing. But in this case, it was pretty remarkable, wasn't it? It almost seemed like he had blind faith in it. You're right, the same thing happened when he created the final dead room, cleared the final dead room. It wasn't life-threatening at all. It was just a little escape game that ended with some Russian roulette. Yes, we know how the game works. Boom, boom, boom. I loaded too many bullets because I'm a dummy. He did the same thing when the first killing happened in the old building near the hotel. He, depending on his luck, was able to get cleaning duty just as he wanted. Teru Teru, I love. But his luck doesn't have anything to do with the case this time, right? I just thought it was strange it doesn't connect to anything. He factored in his belief in us, but for some reason he didn't factor in his own luck. There's no way. I mean, this is Nagito we're talking about. What did he do? You know, he wasn't just after anybody. He probably had a target he was aiming for all along. A person set up as the killer. Target who? The target's true identity, even Nagito didn't know it. That's why he relied on being the ultimate lucky student, and incorporated that luck into his plan. As long as he had his luck, he believed the target he was after would pick up the fire grenade. You mean he left his plan to luck? He risked his life for that? He probably risked his life just so his ultimate luck could decide this. Who is it? Who's the target? Now to ask, I should already know who. The traitor. Monomi. Damn you, Monomi. The traitor. Nagito's after the traitor, eh? Did he rely on his luck to weed out the traitor? Nagito didn't know who the traitor was until the very end. All he could do was rely on his own luck. Then what he said in the video message. It won't work with just any student handbook. If you want to design that bomb, you have to use the traitor's student handbook. To be honest, I found out who the traitor was after secretly monitoring everyone's activity. But I was a little annoyed that they never came forward. So he was just bluffing. That's probably true. By that point, his plan should have already been in motion. It is just as Nagito said in the beginning. His purpose was to weed out the traitor. If we just believed what Nagito said, we would have reached the answer much quicker. The reason this took so damn long, was it really because we didn't believe in him? What if we just wanted to weed out the traitor? He didn't have to go this far and make that person the killer. Damn it, we're all in a huge bind because of that. It means he wants us to beat the traitor. I found out who the traitor is. Our hopes will shine even brighter by overcoming that despair? That's something he'd say. Monomi, it looks like you've got something you want to say, but you'd better keep your mouth shut. And that concludes my argument. Nagito's plan was to make the traitor kill him, but what are you going to do? Are you guys going to believe me? He relied on his luck to aim for a target, but he didn't even know who he was aiming for. It sounds way too unbelievable to have actually happened, but the only thing we can do is believe. If we don't, then we'd just be relying on our luck when we cast our votes. But even if we do believe, what should we do? I mean, if we don't know who the target is, there's no way we can even vote. You're absolutely right. It is hard to think the traitor would reveal themselves now. If by chance the traitor revealed themselves during the bomb scare, what would have happened? Would it have stopped Nagito from acting so reckless? But they couldn't help it. Even if they wanted to reveal themselves, they couldn't do it. Because they weren't created to do that. Chiaki? What's wrong, Chiaki? Get a hold of yourself. That's why I want you guys to guess. You want us to guess? Yeah, I want you to guess. What does that mean? Who do you think it is, Hajime? Who do you think the Future Foundation sent to infiltrate your group is the traitor? Why? A traitor who's not allowed to think that they're different from everyone else. Why? A traitor who can only interact with everyone as a traitor. Nani? Because that's the nature of their existence. They can only exist as a traitor. Seriously, why? Who do you think is the traitor? Hajime? Why though? It's you? Chiaki, you're the traitor? Please hold on! You totally guessed right. No! Not a happy noise. Just as expected. You're correct. I'm the traitor. The agent sent by the Future Foundation to hide among you all is me. Damn it. This nonsense. Why does it make sense? Chiaki, are you being serious right now? Chiaki is the traitor? That's a lie, right? Surely you must be joking. I'm sorry, it's the truth. What are you saying sorry for? What does it mean? You, up till now, you've been tricking us? We were not tricked. After all, we've been working together all this time. We've been helping each other all this time. Chiaki being a traitor, being a member of the horrifying Future Foundation. That's obviously a lie. Please wait, the Future Foundation isn't what you think it is. Shut up, we're talking to Chiaki. No, I have nothing more to say. Why? Because we already know the killer's true identity. So the only thing left to do is vote. Oh, hold on, we're not satisfied yet. If you say you're the traitor, please provide an explanation that will help us understand. We can't vote until we are satisfied. That is what you said earlier, Chiaki. If you're really the traitor, why would you wait until now to reveal yourself? It's weird, isn't it? Wait until now to out yourself? It's definitely strange, right? Or rather, why was I able to do that? Maybe you wanted to protect everyone, no matter the cost. Hajime, can you do me a small favor? Favor? Me? I want you to prove to them that I'm the traitor. What? What are you saying? Why do I have to do that? I want to explain everything to you guys, but as I expected, that's rather difficult. That's why the only thing I can do is plead with you. I want you to do it. I believe you can prove it. Whether I can prove it or not, that's not the problem. Don't you understand? You might as well be asking me to kill you. There's no way I can do that. I'm very sorry. This is the only way, so please? Looks like we gotta do what we can. It's not like I believe she's a traitor. There's just no way we can ignore this without confirming it. She was just disguised as something. This would have been a heck of a lot easier for us to understand, but she's not disguised at all. Because Chiaki's the traitor. Monomi? Too bad. I'm not part of the same group as that girl. I don't know anything about that girl at all. Are you trying to cover for her like that? You suck. I've always been alone. I have no friends anyway. That's why I have no relation to Chiaki whatsoever. Hajime, you're going to listen to my request, right? Damn it. Chiaki isn't my friend. I hate her so much. Monomi and Chiaki's relationship. Proving it here. Is that the only way? Oh, forgot spacebar was cheat mode, and it lasts like 4 years. Oh my god. Hajime, you stupid face. Bakemono. Disappear. Wither. I'll lower your grades! Oh my god, how long does this last for? Negative? What? Monomi's notebook. Da 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 da. She can't write. She has no fingus. Or she has a secret fingus? When we investigated her cottage, I discovered a notebook with an Usami logo on it. That's your notebook, right? The one Nagito stole from you? I don't know. Don't tell me. Is that where the traitor's true identity is written? That's right. Since I knew something like this would happen, I made sure to bring it here today. So sudden. Give me that notebook. Day 1. Day 2. Is this Monomi's diary? Is the traitor's identity written in here? Nagito was probably looking for that too, so that might be why he stole the notebook. But you wouldn't know who the traitor is just by reading the notebook. Of course, Nagito wouldn't know either. However, it's different for me. You know? It took me this long, but I finally understand. The truth is, I might have already known the moment I found the notebook. It's just I wanted to turn my eyes away from the truth it contained. But now I clearly know. I can't help but know. First of all, this isn't Monomi's diary. Apparently she can't write. The one who wrote this is someone connected to Monomi, meaning it's not a mistake to think that the traitor wrote it. If so, is this like a report that the traitor was sending to Monomi? Is it evidence they were observing our actions and reporting to Monomi? But how would you know who the traitor is from that? Because there's an entry written in here that only me and one other person would know. The topic we discussed. No. No. Shit, which one was it? Dead room? Was that a secret? When was that? We've been in the fast for 3 days, everyone's gone hungry. How'd you went to the final dead? Oh, yeah. There it is, it's true. I tried to go to the final dead room. But the only one who knew that... If I win, I get the hoo-ha. I finally did it!
I can get out. With this, I can finally get out. You can't do that. You shouldn't go in there. You won't find what you're looking for. That's right. The only person who knew that is Chiaki. That's why Chiaki's the only person who could have possibly written about this. There must be some mistake. I mean, if Chiaki's the traitor, what was all the time you spent with her? Was it all a lie too? Sonia. Chiaki, she's being controlled by Monokuma. That's why we should help her. I'm not satisfied either. I mean, if you were the traitor, there's no way you'd do something so stupid when you found the bomb. It's really stupid to be fighting over something like this. And so, with an annoyed expression, she swiped her card, and nothing happened. Now that you mention it, Chiaki immediately went to the card reader with her handbook. She tested it right away after being told it would only react to the traitor's handbook. That doesn't make any sense. A traitor would be more cautious than that. She knew the bomb was fake. That's why she also knew his trap was a bluff. She knew? That's a mistake. That must be a mistake. Why are you saying such things? Do you really want Chiaki to be the traitor? Of course not. I will not believe it. I refuse to believe Chiaki's the traitor. There's just no way. I don't want to believe it either. I don't want to believe, but then no one will be saved. No more arguments. It's definitely the blue paper. Chiaki's not the traitor. When we were trying to turn off the bomb, didn't Chiaki use the card reader right away? She should be more cautious. There's no way Chiaki would have known if the bomb was fake or not. The only person who knew it was fake was me! When I tried to detonate it. Unless you know a whole lot about bombs, there's no way you know it's fake just by looking at it. I don't want to believe it, but I have to move forward. I have to move forward toward the path that she's showing us. What was Sonia's account again? Unless we're doing the suck and spit situation here. I know he was peeking at it. Nope. That's not it. Sonia shouldn't have been the only one who knew it was fake. Who else was there? Nanomi was there. Is that true, Miss Sonia? Chiaki heard about it from Nanomi. That's why she knew the bomb was a fake. Since I've been found out, I'll just confess. The reason I couldn't tell anyone I knew the bomb was a fake was because if I had said that, I would have had to explain how I heard about it from Nanomi. God. Enough already. Please do not say another word. I do not want this anymore. Very tired of doubting people. Sonia. Just because she knew the bomb was a fake does not mean we would decide she's the traitor. I mean, someone needs to die. I don't want her to die. Let's sacrifice what's his butt. Holy shit! I'm out of swords! Not bigger sword! Alright, try again. If these boys to stack up. Vibrations intensify. No more? Okay. Oh, god damn it. One, two. Advance! Knowing what's fake is not the problem. What matters is who told her. What matters is that she heard about it from Monome. There was someone other than me and Monome who knew the bomb was fake. That someone is Monokuma. Monokuma said so earlier, correct? He knows everything on this island. No, he doesn't. Shit. I told Chiaki it was fake beforehand. If so, you cannot declare that Monome and Chiaki are working together. What Sonia's saying is all over the place, but she should know. I also wish it wasn't true. I'm hoping that Chiaki says, just kidding, with her usual tone of voice. But that is just my selfish desire. Chiaki is not wishing for that. Shit. Alright, what was it? Hold up. What was Monokuma's count? Oops. He didn't know that. I'll go back one. Oh, god damn it. No. Come on. He said. Come on, there we go. 1, 2. Blah 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 blah. What did the file say exactly? He doesn't know everything here. Forge the trader's profile. Looking at this won't help. Shit. Yep, wrong one, damn it. Nope, the other one. Is there one more after that? Oh no, there's not. Damn it, I got one more after that. Oops. Oh, the wrong way. How exact was that phrase? Oh, that's annoying. Yep, it's not back again. Stop. There we go. There we go. 1, 2, there it is. Oh, haha. Or this time limit. Now we gotta give up. Back to full health. There we go. There we go. Okay, now it worked. Continue.
偽物と知ってること、誰にそれを聞いた？そうだ、あの爆弾が偽物だと知っていた人は私と物見さんの他にもいたはずです。それはモノクマさんです。先ほどモノクマさんはおっしゃってましたよね。島のことなら何でもわかると。
Oop, shit, wrong one.
あの爆弾が偽物だと知って私と物見さんの他にもいたはずです。それはモノクマさんです。先ほどモノクマさんはおっしゃって島のことなら何でもわかると。七海さんがモノクマさんからそれが偽物だと事前に聞いた。
Cross counter.
そうだな。
Monokuma probably knew the bomb was fake, but Monokuma shouldn't have told anyone either. That Monokuma may have just been lying. He wouldn't lie at a time like this, you already know that. Are you going to believe Monokuma over Chiaki? That's not it. It's just, even if Chiaki is the traitor, is it really okay to vote for her? It basically just means we have to believe in Nagito's luck, right? That's not it. Are you telling us to trust his luck? Are you telling us to entrust our lives to that bastard? There's no way I can believe in Nagito. I'm telling you that's not it. We shouldn't believe in Monokuma or Nagito. We have to believe in Chiaki. It doesn't matter who the traitor is. Even if Chiaki is the traitor, that's not the Chiaki I know. I believe in the Chiaki who's been with us this whole time. That Chiaki's saying she wants to protect us with her life. So the only thing we can do is believe her. If we don't, no one's gonna be saved. Damn it. She listened to me a little. Now she wants to. There's nothing to be sad about, you know, because this is different from what happened before. Unlike before, you guys don't have to stay alive by doubting someone. You guys can stay alive by believing in me. Are you telling us to believe in you and sacrifice you? That's just too cruel. I'm sorry. Monomi, I'm sorry too. You're probably gonna get scolded by a lot of different people for this. But still, I want to protect everyone by any means. And I'm happy to be able to do that. It's not up to me to decide whether that's right or wrong. However, I believe it's truly amazing that you were able to think like that. We could even call this a miracle. What have you two been talking about? Everyone's jaws are dropping, you know. I know, it's voting time, right? Hey, Chiaki. Don't have to worry, believe in me and cast your vote. God damn it. Why did it end up like this? Because despair. All the points. Give me them coins, though. It's not fair. I feel the same as everyone else. There's no way I can agree to this. Emptiness. Loneliness. Sadness. But most of all, I'm ashamed of my weakness. But, even so, I have to move forward. If we believe in the person who's urging us forward, then we have to start walking. And believe, with as much hope as possible, in what lies ahead. She did it. Little piece of shit. Boo. Oh, I hate calling all the murderers. It sucks to be right in this game. Everyone, I've just been sad. Man, I'm pooped. Let's go ahead and announce the results. The traitor from the Future Foundation and Nagito Kamina's killer is Chiaki Nanami. You serious? That was correct? The fact that Chiaki was the traitor, the fact that Nagito's crime depended entirely on his luck. Everything was true? Plus that means that bastard managed to pull it off. Congratulations, everyone. Stupid, we're not celebrating at all. Chiaki, let me ask you one more time. Are you really part of the Future Foundation? An agent of the organization that brought us to this island? Is that really your true identity? I'm sorry I didn't tell you guys. I cannot believe it, even though I don't want to believe it. There's no choice but to believe, right? I'm sorry. It would have been better if I could have said it sooner, but I couldn't say it no matter what. Because I can't betray the Future Foundation. Can't betray? Even if you want to fly, you can't, right? Even if you want to swim where you please, you can't, right? It's the same for me. Due to the nature of my existence, I will never be able to betray the Future Foundation. Nani? But in the end, you did something similar. What you did is no different than sharing the secret yourself. You're right. Now's not the time to be laughing. But strangely enough, I don't have any regrets. In fact, I'm somewhat happy. I was able to think I wanted to protect everyone. That's why I feel proud of my actions. Still saying things I don't get, but if we ask you anything, you're just not gonna answer, right? Like, if we ask you why you win the Future Foundation and stuff. I'm sorry. Even if you were the traitor, you never betrayed us. Chucky, you'll always be our friend, even now. We don't blame you for this. That's why you don't need to apologize. The traitor was revealed and Chucky lost. In the end, it was all according to Nagito's plan, eh? About that. Was that really Nagito's goal? Is it really okay to say he was trying to find the killer and eliminate them? If so, isn't that strange? I mean, we nearly lost, right? And if Chiaki hadn't said anything, we definitely would have lost. You've raised a good point, that's exactly it. Even though Nagito said he would weed out the traitor, he never said he would kill the traitor. Congratulations, you successfully stopped Nagito's plan. I mean, Nagito's plan was to reveal the traitor. And kill everyone else besides the traitor. Kill everyone besides the traitor? That was Nagito's goal? Why would he do something like that? Of all the formal plan, only the traitor would survive. Is that bastard really that twisted? It's okay. Okay on what? I mean, it's not just Nagito's fault. If the circumstances had been different, he probably would have taken things too far. So far. You really are a kind-hearted person. You think so? I wonder where you got your personality from. Maybe our dad and our big brother, don't you think? Don't go talking about your family all of a sudden. That's totally ripping off Teru. Then I cannot lose to Chiaki. Just like Chiaki and everyone else, even if I know it's a fight I cannot win. I must try to retaliate! Retaliate. I will no longer let you do as you please! Stupid, stop it! What are you doing? As I say, we shall die together! Android 16, no! Or Chiaotzu, I guess, because it worked. What's going on? Monokuma, like, die? I'm not dead. Oh, a new one came out! Whew, man, that surprised me. If only I didn't have a spare, I would have died. Not yet, I'm not done yet. Hey, wait! If I don't beat you, no one can live in peace! Stop it, I say! I'm sorry, I lose, forgive me! Way to ruin the moment. Not yet. Seriously, stop it. If we don't stop right now, it's all going to be destroyed. Of course. I'm doing it so that you will be destroyed. I will be the one to protect my students. I will protect them with my life. I know that you. Now then, how many of you are still here? You might as well come out all at once. How many? Not that much. Just around 10 to the 60th power. Holy shit. 1 million? 1, 10, 100? Yeah, okay. Jump ahead, and then that's 10 to the 60th power. After all, you're still joking around. You sure have quite the daring spirit. Except I'm not joking. What are you even saying anymore? Didn't you see that scene? Monokuma Manufacturing Facility. Oh! That's right, I checked with my own hands. They're just plushies. You're just bluffing, Manomi, finish him off! Even as a plushie, as long as you give it to Monokuma's personality, it becomes a fully developed Monokuma. What did you just say? There's no way that's possible. That's not even magic. Magic? Could it be? Have you already obtained that much power? Hold on, if you bring up magic so suddenly, we're gonna be confused. Unless you can magic in a technological sense, then we won't understand this at all. What's going on? Don't tell me they're not gonna call this magic or something. Well, I don't care how you interpret it. In the end, even if Monomi risks her life, it does whatever, it doesn't matter to an army of quintillion bajillions. There's no value in that life that you're risking. So how about this? This overwhelming despair doesn't make you dizzy from excitement. And how many Monomis are left to challenge my army of 10 to the 60th power? You don't have to say anything, I know. Let's just see... You have, what, 10 more? I know everything. I am the conqueror of the new world. I won't give up, even if I have no chance of winning. I It's okay, Minami. Huh?
あのね、
It's not about giving up, you know.
信じようよ。
Let's believe in them. Let's believe in everyone and leave the rest to them.
私は
What? Right?
こんちくしょう。
The hell's going
あ
on?
の
I don't know for certain, but the only thing I can say is... Monokuma is an enemy of the Future Foundation.
つうが
Does that mean there's another organization that's our enemy besides the Future Foundation?
やべえなこれ。
We're in this situation because we're caught up in a dispute between two organizations? Alright, that's it. Let's just leave that talk for later. Because the punishment time's gonna start. Ugh. Hold on, just a little more. Just a little bit more time. To wait or not to wait, that is the question. But which will cause more despair? That's the real question. If you think about it, you know, right? There's no way I'd wait. But I haven't...
ごめんね。
I'm sorry, Hajime. Regardless, there's nothing else I can say. I'm not allowed to say anything more until I already have. Not that I... Now then, I have prepared a special punishment for Chiaki, the ultimate gamer. And for Monomi too. Huh? Why even Monomi? It's just a 2-for-1 special. I could have killed that thing anytime I wanted since she's not my student. And also I don't need anyone that will defy me anymore. And also I remember now, I'm an only child. What is that? It's okay. Even if I'm here, I'd just be a burden anyway, and not just that. I've decided to believe in everyone.
みんな
You guys, I'm sorry about so many things.
ような真似して
I'm sorry for lying to you.
最後まで守ってあげ
I'm
る
sorry I couldn't protect you in the very end.
最後に一言
Just one last time, let me say something that makes me sound like a teacher. There's no need to be a hero. You don't have to force yourself to make people acknowledge you.
そんなことで
When you do that, you end up blaming yourself, blaming other people, and feeling jealous of everyone. But still, it doesn't have to be like that. Even if people don't acknowledge you, you just have to be someone that you can be proud of. Because you yourself are your biggest supporter. If you can learn to love yourself, that love will continue to support you for the rest of your life. Love.
バイバイ
Bye, everyone.
大丈夫だよ
It's okay. A shining future will always be waiting for you.
本当だよ
It's true. It's absolutely true. Because I know. Bye-bye, everyone. Don't forget your teacher. Then let's proceed with high spirits. This is the very last time for punishment and despair. Equal. Game over. Time for punishment. You too, Minami. What? It's like Space Invaders. Finally a death that makes sense. But it's sad though. No! No shits are given. Oh snap! Ew. Pinball? Tetris? Okay. Terrible! You suck at this game. Is she gonna get Tetris to death? No blood? Monokuma sucked at Tetris. Even until the very end, I couldn't look away from Chiaki's final moments. Without realizing it, I had fallen to my knees. A feeling of powerlessness spread throughout my body. It's over. It just had to end. Before I could ask what I needed to ask, before I could say what I needed to say, Chiaki vanished before my eyes. I couldn't even tell her thank you. If I had said that, would she have
comforted a little. Been comforted? As she was executed as the traitor, should she have been comforted a little? I don't know. My chest just hurt. Good gracious, that was such a big surprise. As for Chiaki, she regularly took on the role of appointment during the class trials, as did Nagito too. Not only was she the traitor, she was Nagito's killer as well. Oh well, don't worry about it. There won't be any more situations where you need to rely on them. Does that mean, now that annoying rabbit is gone as well, all the obstacles that have been keeping us stuck on this island are completely gone? Are you serious? We can really leave the island? Yep, congratulations. With this, I shall announce the end of our killing school trip. For you 5 who survived until now, I shall give you the right to graduate. Thank you all for your hard work. Are you really okay with that? What do you mean? There's still 2 days left. If you were acting like your usual self, you would be setting things up for another killing or whatever. You're right. You're saying, what if Mr. Monokuma changes his mind? You said you 5, like you were emphasizing that part. Does that number of people matter more than the remaining time? That's why you're saying it's the end already, even though there are still 2 days left, right? It matters that there are 5 people left. Are you planning to make a volleyball team? You need 6 people for volleyball! Thank you. Don't stay quiet, say something. What's your actual purpose? You're our enemy and the enemy of the Future Foundation, so what's your true identity? If the Future Foundation is the world ender, then I will end the new world that the Future Foundation has created. Well, you just have to look forward to the rest after the countdown ends. That timer has almost reached 0. If it reaches 0, everything will end. The Future Foundation's lame plan will be nothing but toilet bubbles. And when that time comes, you'll know everything. You'll see all your questions answered in one go. And then you guys will find out for yourselves just how messed up this new world is. New world? Don't go saying new shit all of a sudden. Well, just think of the remaining 2 days until the countdown reaches 0 as a bonus. While you're at it, you should enjoy your life in this tropical island to the fullest. Because once you leave this island, your hopeless lives back home will be waiting for you. Hold on. Monokuma's boisterous laughter carried on for what felt like forever. Our questions, worries, sadness were simply ignored. The laughter just kept going forever. As for what we did afterwards, honestly, it doesn't matter at all. I returned to my cottage for the time being and fell asleep. Even after I woke up, my will to move my body didn't come back. That's why I didn't look back on everything that happened up until now. I didn't think about what was going to happen. I just kept praying that nothing else would happen. And burrowed deep into my sheets, or trying to hide. In doing so, I was somehow trying to endure the long day. And then, the sun finally set. The day feels abnormally long when you spend it praying that nothing happens. Which reminds me, I haven't heard Monokuma's announcement. I guess that isn't needed anymore. Is everything really going to end? What is everything, anyway? How far? How much is everything? If we leave this island, is everything going to end? There's still so much we don't know. About our school memories, the Future Foundation, Speak Academy, Monokuma's true purpose. Can we really end this and turn our back on all that? And not just that. If we're really leaving, then where are we going? Speak Academy? That was my last night at Jabberwock Island. At a place where my worries didn't even matter. Everything was about to end. Gansball says, "You're running out of time." I feel like I had a fun dream somehow. I think it was about my childhood. Because of that, I was able to face the day with a somewhat happier feeling than usual. That's right, it's the last day. According to Monokuma. Suddenly my body shuddered. Right when I opened my eyes, I was gripped by a fear that I'd never felt before. A fear like I had been abandoned in this world. Completely, utterly alone. With no one left on the island. Kazuichi, Fuyuhiko, Akane, Sonia. Like everyone was gone, I couldn't find them anywhere. I suddenly couldn't believe in anything. Like everything in this world was nothing but lies. Ah!
screaming! I rush out of the cottage desperate to escape that fear. I rush out of the cottage desperate to escape that fear? Rush out of the cottage desperate to escape that fear. What? Are we in a simulation? In a simulation? When out the cottage, I randomly ran into her. Ah, Hajime, good timing. Good timing, what do you mean? Remember Nagito's video message that we found in the factory? Yeah, when we were dealing with the bomb ruckus, what about it? Apparently there was more to that message inside that laptop. We weren't able to see it until a day or so had passed. Apparently it was locked by a timer. Did he set it up so we wouldn't be able to watch it until after the class trial? Why would he do that? Maybe Nagito planned to leave this as a will? Where is it right now? We were just planning to meet up at the restaurant and watch it together. Got it, the restaurant. What? What did I just target? Is it that? You can't hit from that far away. Whatever. Lobby. This is probably a saving point? Because what? You're late! Is it true? Nagito really left another message? Kneel before Miss Sonia and thank her. She was the one who found it. I was going for a walk with Gundam's hamster. So cute! And I found it when I stopped by the factory. What? A coincidence, you say? Wrong! That is the will of... What? The will of casualty guiding you. How would Miss Sonia be going for a walk with Gundam? I never allowed that. So anyway, let's hurry up and play it. Yeah, you're right. My boy was back. No, bring him back. Bring him back. I wonder who's watching this message. Is it the traitor from the Future Foundation? If so, congratulations. Looks like you ended the way I hoped it would. Nagito was trying to kill everyone except for the traitor. Damn it, it's just as Monokuma said. So they really set up the traitor as the killer and even tried to make them survive the trial? But why would he do that? Even with useless talk, it appears there's still more. But if everyone with the traitor's watching this video, then unfortunately, I guess I lost. That outcome is the complete opposite of the hope I believe in. Well, not that it matters for me anymore. I mean, no matter what the outcome is, it doesn't matter for a dropout like me. Now then, let's put this meaningless introduction aside and get down to business. Since I don't know who I'm talking to, I'm going to speak so that both sides will understand. First of all, you might be wondering why I did what I did. Well, I just took action after talking about it for so long. The special prize in the final dead room allowed me to learn a certain truth. It would be troublesome if everyone found out, so I already disposed of that page. But anyway, I was totally surprised. I mean... Corpus Corpus. The Future Foundation's traitor must have known that truth all along. And so I was able to learn the truth about this world and resolved to take action immediately. I shouldn't have made fun of Hajime. Deep down, I always wanted to become a protagonist myself. Tails! Front tail? But now that I know the truth, as I look back on Monokuma's actions, I'm starting to see what he's planning. By giving us information about the island's mystery and the Future Foundation, he's raising all your hopes. But only so he can lead you to unimaginable despair. As Monokuma is trying to show that despair to someone. Perhaps that someone is... Seriously, Gorpendorp. Happy. Ors. Jeez, what a hopeless truth. What is Monokuma's true identity? How could they come up with a plan like that? But that's enough reflecting on the past. Let's talk about the future now. If you want to escape Monokuma's plan, there's a specific place you need to go to. The key to enter that place is that message you found at Nezumi Castle. Normally you need to follow a bunch of steps to enter that place. But since that message gets rid of those steps, you can think of it as an Easter egg or something. It was probably left by someone other than Monokuma or Nanome. But it has nothing to do with me. Ah, you guys will still think you're... something. Stop it. Stupid. What? I had to hide this until my plan came to an end, and I guess now's a nice time to announce it, right? So then, I'll announce the password. Leon? That is the password that was written in Nezumi Castle. You have to use that to enter the specific place. That's the only way you can escape Monokuma. I feel like I've been talking forever, but that's all from me. With this, my duty's finished. I believe my actions will become the foundation of this world's hope. And that really happens. Face me. Tell others what I've accomplished. Erect a bronze statue of me. Respect me. Shit. Stop. God damn it. This was Nagito's final message. That 11037 number that Nagito said was the password. There's no mistaking it. That's the password to enter the ancient ruin. You better hurry, I think, before the countdown reaches 0. You're right, let's go.
Do I pause or keep going is the question.
There's no way we'd ever do that. Now then, let's make haste to the ancient ruin. As long as we work together, we will not lose to Monokuma or anyone else.
I just want a good stopping point. This is a terrible stopping point.
God damn it.
Alright, shit, where am I going? I can't warp there? No, I can't warp there? Oh, come on. Oh, I have to run all the way there. Editing, I guess. Now's not the time to relax. I need to hurry to the ancient ruin on the second island. Oh. Okay. Here's the turbo sprint feature. Ruins. Somehow it's quite nerve-wracking. So you have to go inside? It's gonna be in there. It's so unreliably freaked out like that. You're a man, aren't you? There's also that countdown. There's no time to stand around. My boy! It's our chance to get back inside. Yay! I'm starting to feel nauseous from the thrills, the chills, the kills. Ah, if you're going to let it out, why not do it in the Tupperware I keep with me? Hey, now's the time to mess around. It's going to be alright, you don't have to worry. I'll protect you, my young master. Kissu. Now then, let's go forward. The hell? Don't treat me like a kid. Believe in the hope that lies beyond this point. It is your leader's order. Oink, 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 what? The hell was that? I told her that only you'd understand piggy talk. I said you're so cool in piggy talk. I'm going to kill you. How'd you make the password, please? I know. There's no need for you to worry. The only thing beyond this point is a shining future. Now then, let's open the door to the future. Why Leon? Beyond this door, the future is waiting. A sparkling future. Now then, let's move forward. Save. Into back. Can I pause here? Let's pause here. I think shit's gonna get weird. Alright. Let's save. Cool, I can save there. Anywhoots, that was interesting. I have no idea where this is going, but I'm assuming we're about to get massive info dump. Thank you for joining. We'll definitely do this soon. I know I don't want to stop either, but things need to be done. Thanks for joining. It was fun, and I'll catch you. And I'm back. I just broke the game. Fantastic. Anyway, shit was good. Catch you guys later. Peace.